You guys, do you hear it? I hear it. There's a balloon. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Mandy, Ashfeather, Dizzy, hi. Oh, and Hippocroc Donkey Pig, yeah. I thought we'd go ahead and enjoy a nice early afternoon stream. Where'd my balloon go? I know I heard that balloon. Okay, they would be flying to this direction of the island right now. Hi guys. Oh my gosh, right? I need tea time and I literally just started, but let me go ahead and find. Oh, did it escape us? Do we have a lost balloon, friends? Oh no, I didn't move quick enough. There it is. It's a green balloon. Okay, we're on this, you guys. It's headed over towards the smuggler's hideaway, actually. So clearly we'll be able to go ahead and snag it from... There it is. We got it. We got this. There was no need to panic after all. We could totally grab this. That's the tree, Siri. Don't grab the tree. Normally we're into hugging trees, but right now we want this balloon. Ahem. But hi, guys. Oh, Pain Seagull, it's so good to see you. Crazy Turkey Girl. Planet Seth, hi. Oh my gosh. Aiden Cat, hi. Oh, Crisis Wolf. Mimi the Panda, hey. Greenhouse Flower. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Cyber Red Panda, how is your weekend going? How are you doing? Oh, Neighborhood Dragon, it's so good to see you. And Leah, yes, I would be very happy to talk to you about Flora. I very much would love to figure out some way that we might be able to invite Flora to our island. And we'll actually talk a little bit about some rearranging I've done with the villagers on our island in just a little bit. But for now, let me go ahead, make myself comfy, admire this adorable little fish. Gosh, when you're higher up on the cliffside, does the music get quieter? Because if so, that's a nifty little detail. Oh, Nikki! Nikki! Oh my gosh! 9 months already, Nikki! Congratulations! That's so exciting! And Nikki, welcome into the nest. Again, you should be a beautiful peacock now, and now we have a whole bunch of proud peacocks strutting about in our stream, which is amazing. Oh no, you guys are getting some lag? Ah, okay, let's keep an eye on this. We'll make sure that it's behaving. But Nikki, thank you so much. I actually have something super special to share with you guys with the addition of a new bird into our nest. Let me just make sure with Twitch Inspector that we have a good connection, because our internet has indeed been a little bit of a hiccup lately. Okay, our internet's hiccuping. Let me check. Okay, you guys. I'm keeping an eye on it. We may, and Mandy, thank you for the tea time. I'll have a little sip of tea. I'm glaring at it and I'm keeping an eye on my internet. As you guys know, Miss Kitty actually ended up infiltrating my house yesterday and making it so that our internet was terrible. If we still have... Oh, we're still having some bad lag. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see what I can do. All right. Hang on, guys. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do about the lag, because yeah, this is having a little bit of a hiccup. All right, let me see if I can. We have a feeling. Okay, hang in there, people. I'm gonna do my best. All right, unstable. It's okay now? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hey, Dizzy! Oh, Planet Seth, I'm so glad. I hope you're having a good time. Yeah, we still have a bit of an unstable connection, but hopefully it will be... Oof. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a better one in just a second. Oh, here we go. Okay, so apparently it's stabilizing now. Don't worry about it. I'm sure this will be fine. But yeah, we have been having some major internet issues. So anytime you guys do notice that there's a lot of lag issues, you let me know and I will check to see what I can do. We are thinking about, oh hi, Phaedra, welcome! We're going to hopefully be able to update our, buy better internet soon. Oh goodness! Oh, Mimi the Panda, thank you! You're excited, I hope you're well. I was waiting for the stream to cheer me up. I'm so glad! I hope that it stays stable so that we'll be able to enjoy it together, guys. I've really been looking forward to hanging out with you today, especially because I have some great news. Really big news. It's fantastic news that Nikki's wonderful addition into the nest is going to, reveal to all of you in just a second. But apologies ahead of time if we have internet issues. I've said it many times, but because of the lockdown, the people in our particular county have been using the internet like they never have been before, and our provider is struggling to keep up with it, even though we pay for the good stuff. I'm telling ya. Chips and I, we put out the money for the good stuff, but sometimes it falls through. So hopefully it will be okay. Still lagging? Yeah, try refreshing if you guys are still having some lag issues. Because, yeah, we're back into the stable. Yes! We're in the clear! We made it through the unstable stuff. If you're still having lag issues, try refreshing. But, alright, let me have a little sip of refreshing sparkling water. Already Miss Kitty is on to us. Oh, hey, Miss Rose! It's so good to see you! Oh, I was hoping that an earlier stream might be able to bring out some of you guys from the UK. Miss Rose, I don't know if you saw it, but yesterday we were talking all about how people in England teach their children about the Queen owning all of the swans. And I must ask you, have you noticed that as well? Is that like a parenting 101 rule? You must teach your child that the Queen owns all the swans. Kind of like look both ways before crossing the street, don't touch fire, and by the way, the Queen owns all the swans. Oh, hey, Lyra! Yay! Oh, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you here. And Toby Pringles, hi! Oh. Crystal, you've never heard that here in the north? Oh gosh. Miss Rose, yes, you have told your children about the swans? Oh, Miss Rose. I was hoping to hear that. That is so delightful. That just tickles me. That's like a local quirk of being in England. We must raise our children to respect the fact the Queen owns the swans. Now we know. Now we know. All right, but I do want to say a huge thank you to Nikki for 9 months. Welcome to the nest as a peacock. And speaking of nest, Nikki, with your addition to the nest today, you guys, Chips and I have fantastic news. We found a new nest. Oh, and Alari! Alari, welcome! Welcome, and Alari, you just saved everybody from having like a big tease. Welcome, Alari, you're a peacock now too! Alari is the one who has actually ended up, she's our artist. She was the one who created these beautiful, beautiful birds. And here, my friends, is the new nest to celebrate. Even though Mama Robin has left us, and she has indeed, hi Elven Queen! She has moved on to other adventures in her wonderful Robin life. I'm really grateful that she gave us the time she did, and I low-key am hoping I will be able to get Miss Robin's nest, Mama Robin's nest, at some point. The problem is it's 3 stories up on top of a storm drain, but I have hope that maybe one day I will just somehow manage to get my hands on that nest and keep it. But it meant no babies to watch grow up. And today, as Chips and I were going on a walk around our apartment complex, we heard the tweeting of hungry babies. And after searching around and around and around this tree for like 10 minutes, we finally found a new nest. Behold the nest, my friends. It's covered in lichen. If you look closely, you can actually see where the birds who made this nest actually made it out of lichen and spider webs. So they went into the forest and collected up a whole bunch of lichen and a whole bunch of spider webs, wove them together into what looks like a tree burl, or like one of those tree knots on a tree way high up in a magnolia tree. It was so exciting. Very exciting. And because Alari has popped in, I will not just show you a bunch of lichen woven together. I will also share with you, friends, You guys ready for this? Because it was very exciting. Very exciting. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. But do you see the beak? Do you see the beak? Whoops, I'm moving the whole like Animal Crossing world. Do you see the beak? Whoops. There we go. I got so excited, like I messed things up. Do you see that tiny beak? A little new tiny bird. A little new tiny baby bird. Isn't it so cute? Oh my goodness. Oh, Meow Keeper. Your mom told you that about swans? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm sorry to hear that she's passed on. And then Hippocrocodonky Pig. They're rare and the queen owns them to protect them from hunters. Yes, that's what I've heard. I saw a lot of swans. It was quite exciting, but we went to places you would expect swans when we were visiting London. And Sammy, you have a cardinal nest over your backyard. Oh, I wish your cardinals well. Praise the beak, right? Band room bat. I'm getting there. Oh, Crisis! And in your yard you have a nest with robin eggs still in it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. All right, and I'll give you guys one more sneak peek. I have a few more pictures that I will share as time goes on. But we basically stood there for like 40 minutes. Like, and I was desperate. I had to know who was responsible for this nest. Whose young might we be about to see? And my friends, behold, the gray-blue flycatcher. Native to this area, but not very popular around North Carolina, there were two gray-blue flycatcher parents who, after me standing there squeaking with excitement, hi Sassy Apple! Oh my gosh, I love your name, by the way. But after me standing there squeaking with excitement over seeing the nest, they showed up and they kind of gave me this look like, what is going on with this person? Why are they still here? But this is the parent. One of the two parents who were very actively going around feeding the nest full of babies, and I was very excited to see them. So I will save some of the other fun pictures for later, but this is really cool because you don't usually see flycatchers. They're extremely fast. They're gnatcatchers, excuse me. The gray-blue gnatcatcher. And they're very, very quick. They mostly eat insects. They primarily eat spiders, which is why they used spider web to weave this nest. And they typically stay up in the tops of trees. So it's unusual to be able to have one hold still long enough to take a picture. So my birding picture excitement, boom, through the roof. So that was my morning. And I'm very excited to have more pictures to share with you guys later because it's just so exciting. Oh, and Cookie Brookie, Alari, speaking of nests, the moss nest owner on the door, your front door attacked you. Pretty sure it's a cardinal. Oh my gosh. That would be really interesting if you had like a nest in front of your house and the bird was like, what are you doing here? This is my house now. Get away. Oh my gosh. Oh, Matthew. Oh, birds have flown into your house 3 times in your life, all around 1 to 3 a.m. Fun fact, that's when most songbirds actually migrate. So most songbirds will actually migrate at night because it is easier for them to keep away from predators and fly by the stars as well. So it's not unusual to actually have millions of songbirds, especially because this is the biggest birding week in America this time of year. But it's not unusual to have millions of them traveling at night. So that doesn't surprise me that you've had them fly into your house at like 1 to 3 in the morning. And Toast Plays, you have 2 cardinals who always come into your backyard and stay there all spring. Oh, you'd like to think of them as a sign spring is finally coming. That is so sweet. I love that. Oh, you guys, I'm so happy to talk birds. Like first thing as we settle in to see what Wildberry is up to this morning, we're going to be talking birds. And actually, this is a great time to do a quick poll because, as you guys know, we happen to have a lovely campsite here in Wildberry. And I would like to invite somebody into the campsite today. And I didn't plan on doing this so soon, but since we have already been talking so much about birds, let's go ahead and we'll start off our stream with a poll from these 4 bird cards that I have pulled from my Amiibo collection. It is the biggest week in American birding going on right now. And the biggest week in American birding means that at night we have millions and millions of songbirds from as far away as far South America traveling through North America right now. Some of those birds are on their way to forest here locally, and some of those birds are actually getting ready to fly all the way up to Canada or even Siberia. There's going to be songbirds this big, just little heartbeats with feathers around them, traveling, having spent their winter in the Amazon basin. They're going to be flying all the way across the Gulf, all the way across all of North America, all the way across the Bering Strait, and into Siberia, into freaking Russia, where they will be nesting. And then they're going to fly back before winter. I think birds are amazing because holy heck, like they're this big, they usually fly alone and then they all just meet up like on literally the other side of the world. That's really freaking cool. So in honor of it being Migratory Bird Week, where we're having the biggest rush of all of those birds to the point where you can actually see them on the Doppler radar that normally only picks up weather events, we're going to vote on who to invite to the campsite today to visit Wildberry based off of 4 migratory birds. We're going to go ahead and vote on, let's see, how should I do this? I'll do it by their numbers. We're going to go ahead and vote on if Jitters should come, since we have recently had a espresso machine fall from the sky. So we could invite Jitters today. We could invite the Night Eagle Sterling, who happens to wear his night helmet, which I think would be really fun. We could go ahead and we could invite the adorable little duck Molly, always a fan favorite because she is ridiculously cute and sweet. Or we could go ahead and keep up the Robin theme by inviting Robin herself, who would kind of be really cool to see. So I'm going to make a poll. And then we'll vote on that for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to catch up on all of the highlighted messages that have flown by, because you guys are amazing and excited about the weekend. So which bird should land in our camp? Should it be Jitters, the coffee lover? Should it be Sterling, the knight? Should it be Molly, the duck? Or should it be Robin? The Robin. I will do a poll for a few minutes so I can catch up with you guys real quick. And then we'll go ahead and we'll pop on down and invite somebody to the campsite. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right. And then let's see. Just Dylan, oh, it's so good to see you today. There's a baby bird outside the window next to my bed, and I hear it chirp, chirp, chirp all day. Yep, this is the time of year where you're probably going to hear the feed me screaming going on with all of the nest, because bird babies basically are helpless, and they want to have as much food shoved down their throat as possible so that they can run for it. Like as quickly as they can grow, that's how fast they can start flying, which means to live. That's how I always interpret it. And then, oh, Dr. Guinea Pig, good to see you again. You're writing a story with a hawk character in it? Ooh, what kind of hawk are you picking? There's so many good ones to pick from. And speaking of which, I have more surprise pictures for later. That'll be fun to see. And then Dizzy, your mom back in Florida says there are a pair of blue-collared birds that have been going in and out of a birdhouse in her yard, yet not constantly. They'll be gone for a few days, then back. Not blue jays. I'm trying to help her figure out what kind it is. Oh, Dizzy, that would be so fun. And honestly, with it being like birds in Florida, there are so many invasive species in Florida, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I think last night we actually ended up talking on the live stream about how there's a bunch of macaws in Florida that are apparently doing really well and breeding very happily. Because even though they're invasive in Florida, well, like, it's perfect for them. And they are endangered in other places, so... And then Paint Seagull, which little songbird is my favorite? Probably still the wren. I mean, they're humble and small and they stay around all year long. They mate for life. They're very inquisitive and curious. Wrens get into pretty much everything. And they have a reputation for nesting in flower pots, which is one of the reasons I love the wren. But also I love the wrens because they're small and humble and brown, but when they sing, they really just throw themselves wholeheartedly into it. It's just so beautiful. You would never guess that that loud noise is coming from this tiny, tiny little bird. And then Snips, last year we went on a trip to India. Oh, that's so cool. To visit your family. And in the quite large house, a swan-sized bird flew through our front door and out our back door. That would have been very exciting. Probably for the bird too. All right. Oh, Monkey Gabriella, it's so good to see you. You found Sky and now she lives on your island? We can be Sky buddies. And then Millie, you think you have a mixed gender cardinal where you live. Those are so rare. They're so rare, but they turn out so fascinating. Man, if you ever get a picture of that, you will be so famous in the birding world, I'm telling ya. And then Tara Shine, in elementary school, you had these big bushes. A friend had these big bushes outside her window, and there were always baby birds that she could see. Little me was so jealous. Big me is jealous. And then Quinn, you used to have this app where it showed a bald eagle nest, and there was one time I actually saw the chicks, and the mothers were huge. Bald eagle nests can be up to 6 feet to 12 feet in diameter. That's more than me. I could lay down and roll around in a bald eagle nest. It's probably the size of my bed. Bald eagle nests are huge. It's kind of like sticking a small elephant in a tree in weight, so you really need a good, healthy tree to build a bald eagle nest in. Phew! All right, Toast Plays. Jess, thank you for the tea. And Toast Place, once during Christmas time, you had 2 wrens who lived in your Christmas reef. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. And Smaggle Daggle, there's a small population of parakeets living in New York City. I would love to see them one day. Oh, and Annie, thank you. The macaws weren't invasive, just non-native. I always wonder what the difference is. Because I could see arguing both. And then finally, Dizzy, my mom told me they remind her of parakeets, so I'm wondering if they used to be pets, but during one of the hurricanes they escaped. That could also happen too. Yeah, but all right guys, there we go. And the poll, half of you guys fell in love with little Molly. It is indeed a beautiful rainy day. So we will go ahead and invite the adorable little duck to come and join us on Wildberry. I think that sounds delightful. Oh my gosh, Alari, once you stumbled on a robin hatchling and you tried to put him in a box as a stand-in nest so the parents could get to him and you named him Tim Drake. I love that reference. I really, really do. And then Sammy, you have a dove that sits outside your windowsill from time to time to eat the ants. Hang on. Let's see if we got one of the new little... We caught a goldfish, you guys! Oh, that's so exciting. Do you know how cute these guys look when you put them out? Look at how cute the goldfish are when we put them out. We should put the goldfish in front of somebody's house today. Oh, it's so precious. What should we name him? We need to name this goldfish. We caught him together. We're now goldfish parents. We have an obligation. We need a good name. I need to turn back on the name thing real quick. That would be really funny. All right. There. I have unpaused the name an animal request, so we'll see who gets to name our little goldfish first. And then Leah. Yeah, Molly really is a woodland type character name. And Olive, Olive, hey! There's always a family of blue jays that comes into your backyard every spring, and they eat my cat's food. Is that healthy? I mean, pretty much blue jays are very omnivorous. They'll eat whatever they can stick in their gullet. Probably better to offer them some peanuts from time to time, though. Oh, how fun. I love your guys' bird stories. Goldie. Oh, you guys. A lot of you guys want to name him Goldie. You know, Goldie would be a good one. This is our pet goldfish now. We need to take good care of it. We're like goldfish parents now. Lily would be a cute name too, but I tend to use the name Lily a lot in case you guys haven't noticed across our mini adventures. Goldine! Okay. All right. All right, guys. I think Millie just won. I'm gonna pause the name an animal redemption again because I'm pretty sure Millie, like, that swept, unless somebody else claimed it. Nope, nobody else claimed it. Goldine it is. That swept me away. That swept me away. It won my heart. I have to name it Goldine now. That's too perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Crazy Turkey Girl. So a species would be invasive when it's an animal that lives in a non-native habitat and it has negative effects. Non-native is a species that lives somewhere where it's not native, but it has neutral or even positive effects, such as the macaw. Thank you very much, Crazy Turkey Girl. Oh, and Lavissa, you also said the same thing. From what I know, a non-invasive species is one that doesn't affect the already established ecosystem. So it doesn't cause problems for the animals in plant life. Like how the swans black swans were originally native to England. They were gifted to the queen. And as the swans, they act the same as the, oh, that's right. So as black swans were not from England, they were gifted to the queen, but they act the same as the white swans. So it doesn't seem to affect anything negatively. Phew, thank you guys. Oh, Goldine is so cute. Okay, hang on one second. All right, I'm gonna do something really quick because you guys are having just such a happy, excited time today. You know what? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Phew. And thank you very much, Snip, for the tea time. Gold green. Right, I would love to hug a tree right now too, Mandy. I'll hug this one. I got a branch. You know, that's a good way to think about when you're shaking the trees. You're not shaking them. You're just really ambitiously hugging them. But alright guys, so now that we have had such an exciting beginning to our morning, let's actually go ahead and invite Molly over. And then I will tell you guys what we're going to be doing today on Wildberry. Because I do have... Oh, I picked that. My pockets are full. I wanted to take Molly these adorable... Okay, I'm going to drop these hyacinths real quick. Alright, hyacinths, you go here. Little bug eye! Oh, thank you so much! Thank you for your constant positivity. Your streams make my day. Thank you, little bug eye. That makes me really happy to know. We're still so new at the streaming. I'm just never quite sure like how we're doing. So it means a lot to see all of you here and to see our streams grow and become just such happy places. Did I grab the other decoy duck? I sure did. Molly will feel right at home. Hey, KK! Like half of the villagers on the island are just watching KK as he's warming up for the concert. So I think they're excited tonight. There we go. But let's go ahead and invite Molly over. And whilst she gets settled in, I will show you guys some of the updates that I have done. All right, thank you, thank you. All right, let's invite over an Amiibo Camper. All right, and let's have Molly come visit. Okay. That's Molly's Amiibo! It sure is. What does she look like? I haven't seen her in New Horizons yet. Oh, I love her little dress. Yes, this is Molly. What do you need, Quackity? What's that? Are you inviting me to Wildberry's campsite? I'm so excited. I'll start packing my camping gear now, Quackity. I love her. Oh, and the rain outfits are so fun, aren't they, Greenhouse Flower? I need to be wearing the rain outfit too. And actually, I can do my Nook shopping from here. Let me check if we have... Oh, Whirlwind Louie! Thank you so much for extending your subscription through June. Thank you, Whirlwind Louie. Oh, and do I need Tango? Oh, I don't have enough bells to buy Tango. Thank you. That's a huge vote of confidence in our continued adventures in Wildberry and our other streams. And Whirlwind Louie, I have something very, very special to share with you whilst we hang out here with KK. And thank you very much to Miku for the tea. All right, Whirlwind Louie. You have gone ahead and you have unlocked it. You have unlocked one of the special pictures I was hiding. you have unlocked the first glimpse of the baby bird. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm pretty sure anyone in the neighborhood could have heard me scream, "The baby!" when this little one stuck its face over the edge. But it is the baby bird, you guys. This is the baby gray teal gnatcatcher, if I remember the name correctly. Gray, blue, or gray teal gnatcatcher. And it actually has its tiny little beak opened because it wanted food. And mom and dad were constantly flying around, bringing it back spiders and other insects from the tops of the trees. And I was ecstatic. We did not end up with baby robins from Mama Robin's nest, but we did end up with these delightful new additions. So very happy. Very whirlwind, Louie. So thank you for unlocking the first little hint and picture of that. Oh, and Lyra the llama. Since everyone's sharing their bird stories, I'll share mine. When I was younger, about 5 or 6, there was a blue jay fledging, and I decided I could catch it. My mom didn't think I would. Well, I did catch it. The parents started dive bombing me. My mom told me to put the baby down, and I threw it. You yeeted the baby bird? Lila, oh my gosh. To be fair, I could see that happening, and I'm pretty sure he would be okay, hopefully. Oh, and Toby, you found this quote and it reminded you to stay positive today. And every day there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,140 daily opportunities to make a positive impact. That's beautiful, Toby. You know, Thich Nhat Hanh is one of my favorite authors. He's a Buddhist writer and teacher. And he has a lot of works that go into details like that. If you're wondering where a lot of my positivity and my calm comes from, Julian, hey, what's up? But if you're wondering where a lot of my positivity and calm comes from, it actually is from Thich Nhat Hanh as well. His teachings are really nice. I like his books. But all right, so we have made it over to where Molly is. And actually, because she's here, I have been thinking about expanding this pool, this pond a little bit, because there are actually some new pond fish for May. So let's do a little bit of constructing real quick. There we go. And then let's put out the little ducks. In fact, let's make a little jumping spot in the center of this island. And let's expand this for Molly's visit. Because I think that would be, whoops, not the sand path. I think that would be precious. All right, there we go. And I kind of want to come over here. I don't know if this would give us enough room to make like a little pond, but we'll see what can happen. All right, 1 second, guys. No. Dig that up, please. Oh, Dizzy, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, so there's that. Then we can take out this spot. Yeah, I think for right now, because I don't really have any other plans for what to do with... No, dig that back up, please. I don't really have any other plans for what I want to do with this pond. We'll make the pond a little bit bigger, because Molly is visiting. And I want the ducks to be nice and comfy. All right, let me fight with the shovel for a second. All right, get down there, dirt. And then we'll see if we can make it so that hopefully we'll have a better spot to be able to catch some more of the fish. Because there's like really cute betta fish. What are some of the other fish that are currently hanging out in the ponds in May? Because a lot of you guys were talking about like betta fish. Oh dear. And a lot of other really cute things. I'll let the ladybug go. There you go, the ladybug. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, butterfly. I have no idea how many of you guys will get that reference. Miss Rose, thank you. Thank you for the tea time. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun going back and rereading all of your guys' bird stories. I really like birds because I feel like they're something that pretty much everybody in the world can relate to. Because we all have some type of bird. Even if we live in the middle of a big city, we all have some type of bird nearby. And one of my most special memories from when Chips and I actually were visiting Taiwan I don't speak Chinese. When we're hoping to move to Taiwan for the summer or maybe even longer for like maybe 6 months next year after everything calms down. And I will be taking you guys with me and it would be really, really fun. Can you imagine doing live streams in Taiwan? I'd be able to take you guys to parks, which would be really cool. And I don't want that fish to call me Pink Lung. That's so weird. And I would be able to get like some really fun vegan food. The vegan food in Taiwan is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Because so many people in Taiwan are Buddhist, there is a ton of delicious vegan food like just on the street that you can go buy and it's so yummy. But that'll be really fun. But one of my most special memories I have of my whole time in Taiwan is actually when Chips and I... Ooh, I know what I want to do. I want to put the duck over here. This is going to take a little finagling. We're at a lake. And while we were at that lake... Let me put down decoy duck. Oh, that's cute. I think I want to put the normal duck over here, though. But while we were at the lake, I was taking pictures of a bunch of egrets. And somebody walked up to us and he also had a birding camera. And I can't speak any Chinese at all, but he was so excited to see that I was taking pictures of the egrets at this lake that he handed us an invitation to a birding group, a local like Taipei birding group that he was part of with a whole bunch of other birders. And so I just thought that was so cool. Here we are. Neither of us know each other. Neither of us can speak each other's language. But we're united across the world for birds, a love of birds. And he gave us an invitation to go to the birding group. And we still have it. Because it's like a little pamphlet with all of their information. And one day when we go back, we want to do it. We weren't able to do it last time because Chips's study schedule was too rigorous. But I will never forget how kind that guy was and how we were united for our love of birds. Around the world, no less. And that was just so friendly of him. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate. There we go. Alright guys, we've set it up so we have a couple ducks to welcome Molly. Let's go get the other balloon. There we go. We need to shoot this balloon down from the winds above Wildberry. Alright, come here, you. Be careful, little locust. I don't want to accidentally blast you. Go on, what are you doing? There we go. Alright, let me open these up to see what the winds above Wildberry have to offer us today, and then we'll catch up with what you guys have been saying. A worker's jacket! Perhaps Wildberry knew that today I had a lot of work to do on the island. Or is this... Oh, this is cute. This is like a little builder or worker's outfit. That would be great for Octavian, because that looks like something that could handle getting all the jet fuel on it. And some iron nuggets. Very Octavian sort of gifts. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Quinn Lively, you can't count how many times you've saved ladybugs from drowning. I was just yeeting millipedes off the trail when we went walking yesterday in the little park, safely, socially distanced, by our house. There's a bunch of we call them millipedes because it's a joke. But there's a bunch of millipedes that would crawl across the path in front of us. And so I have gotten into the habit of just reaching down and eating them, like scoop, toss. Because they'll get crushed by all the people just jogging and walking if they're not looking. So I always worry about the little millipedes. Gosh, and Fluffyhead! Oh, wow! Wow! You've had beehives and baby geese around your house? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. You guys have so many cool bird stories. Oh, Ashfeather, you really love catching frogs. That's adorable. Oh, you guys, I love it. Yeah, and the Lari, that should go ahead and get fixed. Because the jar is not showing the sub badges correctly. But you are indeed a actual peacock now. And I very much appreciate that. But alright guys, let's go ahead and let's see what Molly wants to do today. What do you think about her new pond? I'm never really sure what to do with the campground area, so I think it might be fun to change what the campground looks like, depending on what kind of people we have visiting. And right now, we happen to have our lovely Molly. I'll take off. There we go. Yeah, I'm done building for now. Oh, Stevie! Thank you so much! Welcome to the nest, Stevie! Thank you so much for subscribing with your Twitch Prime! Gosh! Oh, here. Alright, Stevie, we've been talking birds all morning. I doomed us to bird conversations. Now we're even putting down birds in the middle of adorable little lakes. And, Stevie, in your honor, I'm gonna share another picture of La Baby Bird. I had another one. I was hiding it. Let me see if I could get a good one. Alright, come here, little baby bird. Alright, there we go. And I don't know what we're gonna name this little guy, but I love him. There's at least 3 of them. We got a picture where I could count the beaks that I just barely saw the edge of. But Stevie, in your honor, behold the gray teal gnatcatcher fledgling, who its eyes are open, it's got feathers, it doesn't look like an alien like flesh nugget as I describe baby birds. So I'm thinking that these guys are actually going to be flying pretty soon. Excellent, thank you for the tea. In this case, sparkling water. But I'm very excited. I will let you guys know. Chips and I go on a walk every morning for our health. And we spend a lot of time just talking and getting to know each other even more, falling more deeply in love. And while we're on that walk, we keep an eye out for birds to be able to share with you guys. Also, Annie, I'm so glad you're able to save a blue jay. I love blue jays. I'm very attached to blue jays. I wish I had Jay's amiibo card. There's an actual Animal Crossing villager named Jay, and being able to add him to my island would have special secret significance for no reason. And if I could get his amiibo card, that would be amazing. He'll go on my like I want it list. All right, call it Pickles, Whirlwind Lou. Oh my goodness. And Gold Eagle, on our Discord, we have a section called Nature's Awesome, and we love it when people share nature pictures on our Discord there. Also, Molly has a little sandwich, you guys. Let's go ahead. Molly, welcome to Wildberry. I'm very happy to have you here. Is there anything that I could get you? She's visiting on this rainy day. Let's see what she would like. I plan on overstaying my welcome. Just kidding. I know I'd never really do that, Crackety. She doesn't look very amused. I know that's supposed to be concerned, but I kind of love how she's like deadpan, like, just kidding. Like, she strikes me as having surprisingly dry humor. I always realize when I get away like this that it's really good to take some time alone just to think, Quackity. Oh, I didn't mean that to sound like I don't like being social. I'm really grateful to the friends I have to talk to. Well, that's wonderful. Do you want anything from Wildberry, my dear? A long chair. It'd be really great to take home a long chair that was made here. Anyway, just an idea I had. Got it for you, Molly. Again, look at her face, you guys. I've never seen The Office, but I've seen a lot of memes from The Office, and she's reminding me, I think there's like a woman in The Office whose face is just always like deadpan, and Molly is kind of beginning to remind me of that. I thought she'd be really like sparkly, kind of like Puddles, always smiling and laughing. Hi, Chloe Rain, welcome! But, like, she just kind of is sort of striking me as like, her voice sounds really sweet and her words are sounding really sweet and perky, but you look at her face and it's just deadpan. Apparently, the woman is named Angela. I have never watched The Office, but I'm beginning to think that is... Chips is trying to teach me memes, the chili dog. I made my first meme the other day! I forgot to share it with you guys! Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I need to share my first meme with you guys when we see meringue. It's a meringue meme. I made it all by myself. I'm very proud. Little bug eye, she isn't like this all the time. Oh my goodness. And Miss Rose, that's so wonderful that you go on a walk every day to the local wildlife park with your kids. And you found a tiny pond full of tadpoles. Finding tadpoles is like one of my favorite things. All right. And then don't worry, Molly. We'll go ahead. We'll take care of that. Let's go get a log chair for her real quick. Yeah, she's just totally giving me like Angela vibes, apparently, if that's the woman from The Office. I've never seen The Office, but I've seen the memes. Because she had all those sweet things she was saying, and then her face was just completely deadpan. Alright, what does it take to make a nice log chair for Molly? Let's find out. Let's see, housewares. Log chair. It takes 8 hardwood to make, ooh, and actually maybe we should collect some of the hardwood because we could go ahead and decorate some of Sky's area with it. Sky's little private balcony we made. And I forgot to show you guys, but you may notice there's a building behind Sky's house now. Yes, yes, it seems that somehow Octavian's house got moved in the middle of the night. So I went ahead and I moved Octavian so that we can turn the entire area where he and Pierce used to be into a glorious garden, showing off the best of the best of the best of our wildflowers. So we, apparently there's a balloon again. I'm coming for you, balloon. There it is. Is it going to be across the island? Alright, we can go ahead and collect up some of the hardwood whilst we wait for that balloon to come closer into my ever-grasping grasp. Molly is really super cute. Alright, let's swap. I'm going to need a little more room. We can just leave this fossil here, that's fine. Are you almost here? Alright, that balloon's over the river, so it's going to take a second to be able to access, but we'll get it. No balloon will escape me. The wonders of Wildberry's winds will continue to gift us their bounty. Alright. Getting Molly the duck a log chair. There we go. Thank you, Greenhouse Flower. The outfit is actually based off of Leaf's outfit. The wonderful... Oh, that's fantastic. That's the hardwood that we want. Swap. But the outfit is actually based off of Leaf's outfit. So that this is our garden girl outfit, where we can go ahead and do a little bit of gardening and farming around the island. And I actually need to do quite a bit of gardening today, and we might even be pulling off a special gardening event where some of the people from our Discord, the subs and patrons, will be popping over in order to help me out with removing the pansies on Pansy Plateau. Oh dear, my pockets are really full, so we should probably go ahead and sell some of our bugs in just a minute. This branch. There we go. Alright, let's go, let's see what the winds above Wildberry have provided us now. Are you kidding? This is so cool. You guys, I want to go put this over by Smuggler's Cove. What do you guys think? We should put this by Smuggler's Cove. This is so cool. I want to kind of start collecting a bunch of the like old ancient items and any of the treasury items and make a Smuggler's Cove over by where Red pops up because I think that would be really fun. And Dragon Forest, the mods will be able to help you out. Yes, thank you, Golden Eagle, with the command to explain the Discord. And Agent Annie, when you started working on the bird enrichment team as a teen volunteer at your local zoo, they warned you that the lorikeets had a tendency to call out help. Oh my goodness. When people were in the indoor part of their habitat because they thought it was funny. Some of them had even learned the emergency walkie-talkie code and would mimic it if they were feeling extra mischievous. Love those birds with all my heart, even if they were little tricksters some days. Can you imagine going in the lorikeet area and just hearing quiet little voices yelling, "Help, help!" That would be so hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, Cyber, I'm so glad you're able to relax tonight. And Mimi, you had a rhino at your campsite? Oh, that's so cool. And but you lost the number game. It's really hard to convince people who come to your campsite that are not amiibos to like arrive on your island because you have to win the games that they have you play. Look at that piano. Oh, you guys, I want to give this to Mama Midge. I think that Midge seems like the person who would really love a piano. And Kitty wasn't polite enough to leave her piano behind for us when she moved out. And we, you know, we blew her cover as a piano teacher. She's actually a cat thief. All right, we'll see if we can afford the piano. All right, let's go ahead and clear out our pockets really quickly. I need a little bit of room if we're going to be able to tackle all of the projects I want to do. Orchid mantis, cherries, keeping that fruit basket, tiger beetle, birdhouse. Oh, the log bed I need to learn though. Coconuts, long locusts. There we go. Oh, gotta keep Goldine. Goldine is staying with us for sure. Extra mic stand. I think I'll go ahead and sell. These sneakers I'll sell. And we're good. There you go, boys. All right, thank you very much. We'll save up and see if we can afford the piano by the end of the day. Oh, what's this? Some Nook miles. Annie, thank you. That is some good tea. Oh, I love how many amazing stories you guys have of all of the wildlife that you get to see and that you've interacted with. That's when we know we're hanging out with the right people. You know what I mean? Oh, good. Oh, no. Okay. Now, one of our Nook Mile goals for the day is to plant flower seeds. The irony is that we're about to have a gardening event where we're going to be pulling up flowers instead because we have too many of them. Oh, Mandy. Oh, that's so cool. So you just end up having tons of bird nest under your deck? Oh, that's amazing. I would love to see that in our Discord sometime. And everybody's sitting down, so I can't gift anybody anything. They're enjoying seeing KK warm up. But let's carry on. We need to get more hardwood in order to make Molly her special log chair. Is there enough here? Probably not enough. Whoops. All right, let's gather up some hardwood here. And we're gonna actually be redoing today's big goal before we got distracted by birds and inviting Molly to the island is actually, my friends, going to be taking apart this. The time has come. Even though I am totally wildflower about this area, we are going to try to take apart a special event island. And so the goal is going to be to take it all down and to start moving some of the plants so that we can actually create this into the cafe for meringue. The goal by the end of the stream, which I really hope I won't have to burn my to-do list over, is to get meringue moved onto this island. Okay? I've said it out loud. We have this. Do you guys go ahead and lock in on this goal with me? No, not the flowers. Well, don't worry guys, because the goal is to move all of these flowers from this location. And we're gonna try to have a garden team arrive once I set up a few more things. And we're gonna have a special small event where a small garden team of elite gardeners from our Discord, aka some of you guys who are subs and patrons, will come up, and the goal is to help me remove a whole bunch of the pansies. I actually like most of the white pansies, but the goal is to help me remove some of the yellow and the red pansies. We're going to cut down all of these trees because Isabelle tells me I have too many trees anyway. And we are going to move the flowers up from the flower island to up here. So fingers crossed, when we do that as a group, we might be able to actually get that done. I'm hoping, but we'll have to see. And first things I need to do, you know what, while we're collecting the hardwood for Molly, I need to go ahead and use an axe. So we're gonna upgrade our axe real quick at Sheldon's house. And then we're gonna go cut down some of those trees, which seems really devastating, but it will make more room for the flowers. And Isabelle is always telling me that I have too many. Hey, ABV, welcome! Isabelle is always telling me that I have too many trees, and we're never going to get to a 5-star island in this scenario, so we're going to do our best. Oh, Fancy Cherie, so good to see you! You had cute little birds nest on your roof when you were little? That's so cool! Oh, And they left the nest just on the day that you left for college. That is just a beautiful story. And then Gold Eagle. Let's see. Oh, if you have an older phone and you use Discord, it won't let you join the server. It only works on a newer phone or a computer laptop. Thank you. Yeah, if you're trying to join the Discord server, definitely jump on a computer if you're having issues. Apparently Twitch and Discord don't play nicely with the mobile versions of syncing it together. Oh, hello, Locust. Do you mind becoming piano money for me? Oops, got him. All right, let's do this. We're gonna make Molly the freshest of the fresh log chairs out of freshly hewn cedar trees from the top of Wildberry Island. I know, right, Danielle? I feel like there's no such thing as too many trees, but Isabelle has sassed me out so many times about missing her favorite TV show. I love Isabelle, don't get me wrong. But she has sassed me out quite a bit about missing her favorite TV show. Dang it, I did not want to pick that up. Alright, there we go. Because of all of my copious amounts of tree branches or trees. Alright. There's a lot of locusts out. And I hear another balloon. The winds above Wildberry are pretty generous, even with the rain. Alright, do I have room? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and see what this is. Come back here, you. Thank you, tree, for your service. I didn't need to hug you just then. Alright, what do we have? We have got a pocket tea. Also, I'll put out the bonfire because it is kind of funny to have the bonfire going. Our firefighter put out the bonfire today. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Very simple. I don't think I need it at the moment, but it's nice to have. All right, let's go ahead and make ourselves a fancy axe so that we can get some of these big projects done. Yeah, greenhouse flower. I love that mushroom. Sophia from Ooh gave us that mushroom, and we voted yesterday to make it into a fancy red spotted mushroom. I love it. All right, fancy axe. I mean, this isn't done lightly, friends. You guys know how much I love the trees, but, well, if Isabelle says that this is the way it must be. Here we go. If Isabelle says this is the way it must be, then, well, like, I suppose this is the way it must be. So let's go ahead and chop down some trees. All right, up we go. And we'll save all of the hardwood that comes from it to make Molly the special log chair. All right, this isn't my fault. Our town representative says this is the way it has to be. Oh dear. All right, let's take these ones down. To be fair, we did plant just a ton of saplings in absolutely no rhyme or reason way when we were getting ready to get the Earth Miss special events. All right, there we go. Don't worry, trees. We'll turn you into wonderful, wonderful things and one day replant you. Oh gosh, there's a lot of pansies hiding on this island. Oh. All right, let's take you guys out. There we go. But how has your guys' weekend been? I love all the bird stories that you've been telling. It is a big bird week. I appreciate that. Oh, let's see. There we go. Oh, there's another small fish. So during the month of May, there's actually going to be like betta fish, and a whole bunch of other small fish in the ponds. So I'm quite intrigued to try to do our best to fish out of these ponds and see what we can get. All right, welcome back, Leah. Wait for it. All right, who'd we get? Oh! It's a Freshwater Goby! Have I caught him before? I feel like I've caught him before, but have I donated him to Blathers? Huh. Yeah, I have. I haven't seen him in so long because I normally don't fish up in the ponds, but that's really cool. Oh, Oh, you know what, Lavissa, that's a good way to say it, that the trees are kind of sick. But okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. One of my all-time favorite pictures I have ever taken in Animal Crossing that I'm the most proud about. Like, do you guys have some of the things where you look at your adventures in your Animal Crossing island and you're just like, this makes me really proud? Well, one of the things that makes me really proud, that I am so totally and completely in love with, is actually this right here. This wildflower island. Like this ability to lay among the mixed wildflowers. I love this. This, to me, is like some of the essence, the soul of Wildberry captured right here. So what I want to do is we're actually going to move a whole bunch of those flowers from Event Island up onto this plateau. And this is just going to permanently be our wildflower plateau. And I'm going to put more of the beach towels out so that people can come visit and just lay in the wildflowers. Because I think that that would be just amazing. So that's our goal. I know, yeah, and I waited, Mandy, you have no idea how long I waited for the butterfly to like sit down so I could, and open its wings so I could take that picture. Oh guys, do the villagers use the bath towel? Could I stumble on the villagers laying down in a flower field? Do they? I must know. Oh my goodness, and thank you! Yeah, that's the picture I'm most proud about, and so we're gonna recreate that up here by moving all of our wildflowers. That'll be our goal. Oh, we're getting tons of hardwood to be able to make Molly some good log chairs. Let's wiggle, 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 wiggle. And let me go ahead and chop this down. They might. AZ Natalie. Oh, it's good to see you today. You've seen them using the chairs you put out at the beach? That is good to know. Cake Bear, they do? Ooh. Wesley Rose! I didn't even think about that! Oh my gosh, Wesley Rose, we're gonna do that today. You can put down the same pattern on the cushions. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to do that. Oh, and Miss Rain, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you had such a great stream last night after our raid. It was quite delightful to send a whole bunch of our giraffes stampeding your way. Oh, this is not quite delightful. Molly, help! Molly, help! Molly, help! Molly, help! Molly, help! I can't imagine how terrifying this would be to be Molly right now. Somebody screaming for help with a gigantic axe standing outside of her tent and then screaming in pain as they're being stung by hornets. Like, I would be, like, really terrified at this point. I don't blame her for not coming out. I don't blame her at all. We're gonna have to go buy some medicine because I actually need all the wasp nests we can get our hands on. Even though I just collected those weeds thinking I'd make some medicine. But we're gonna need to buy some medicine because have I shown you guys the cool, amazing DIY we actually got? Let me see. This one. The honeycomb wall. It's amazing. And it needs wasp nest. Ergo, we will be buying our medicine from the Nooklings in a minute. Leah, thank you so much for the tea. I very much appreciate that. Fluffyhead, you've got a bunch of wasp nest. Oh, I actually have a real wasp nest. I need to make that like a stream alert sometime and take it out whenever the alert goes on because I have a real wasp nest that I have toyed with the idea of setting up so that I can make an alert, and if someone uses it, I will put the wasp nest up and I will make a little drawing of a bee or a wasp or a butterfly if you don't want to be something with a stinger. And then people can join the swarm. So keep an eye out for the swarm in the future. Hey, Black Rosia! Welcome! Welcome to the adventures! And Leah, that is actually for coming to visit and helping me out with the gardening, which I think we'll do pretty soon. If you did fill that out on the Discord. We have a little gardening crew who might be coming. All right, so let's see. I think that's everything. And all right, you guys. So, oh wait, there's a pond skimmer. Let's try to catch it. So we took down all of these trees. I want to talk to Isabelle and see if removing that many trees did anything. Did I get it? Almost. Got it. There we go. A pond skater. Nice. And I don't, like, we have a lot of rare pansies because I'm pretty sure that the pansies right here are, is the sun coming out? You guys, I think the sun's coming out. That's so cool. But yeah, we have a lot of orange pansies, which are pretty uncommon. I just feel like we have, like, all the pansies down here. I just feel like we have, like, too many pansies. And I want to move in a whole bunch of... our wildflowers. And I'll leave some of the tree trunks for a little bit because we're actually going to use those tree trunks to try to spawn some of the new bugs. There's like a special rare viola bug of some kind. Also, we don't have any other blue pansies, so that's a rare one. Oh, Sammy, it rarely rains on your island? Greenhouse, you have Cranston on your island? Is my boy Cranston visiting? That's so cool. I love Cranston. Oh, Fluffyhead, thank you. I'll take a peek. If we have too much mail, I might have to wait till Mail Monday. But you guys, look! The sky is clearing up. That is so nice. You know what? I'll worry about what to do with the pansies later. For now, let me dig up these. Let's make Molly her log chair. And then I want to see... Whoops. Oh, dear. All right, that's fine. You know what? I didn't need that hyacinth anyway. There. Let's actually go talk to Isabelle after we finish making the log chair and see if cutting down that many trees did anything, or if Isabelle is still of the opinion that there are too many trees. Also, out you. There we go. Oh, Alari, you still don't have a meteor shower? I'm so sorry to hear that. It can be pretty random. It's a little hard to get a meteor shower event, I find. All right, we're gonna move this. Here, if Isabelle was complaining about my trees, while we're at it, we're gonna cut down a couple more. And if that's not enough, then I'm actually going to have a forest fire event, which I will have to explain to you guys later. For now, I will just ominously say, Sheldon! Sheldon, help! Pierce, help! Pierce! Pierce, I'm literally passing out in front of you. Okay, he took us home at least. Okay, so we just passed out in front of Pierce, which is pretty hilarious. He's our cop, so hopefully he brought us right back home where we needed to be. Thanks, Pierce. You're bro. If you get stung by wasps twice, then you actually end up passing out. So that's why that happened. And let's actually put little Goldine down here for now. Because literally working on this whole area and revamping it is going to have to wait a little bit. But I like the idea of putting Goldine kind of like right here up along the river. And I'm going to put some orange hyacinths around her. Goldine, I love you. Alright, well the good news is, at least with all of those bugs that we just got, or those wasp nests we just got, I will be able to get a little closer to crafting that really amazing, very cool looking wall. I already crafted one of them with all of the extra wasp nest I had and sent it to my sister, because her name is Bee, like B-E-E. And she thought that was quite cute. What are you? Get on my little fish stick, please. Oh, Leah, that's so cool. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to pull in any new villagers just yet, other than Flora, probably. All right, there we go. Black bass, most metal of all fish. Hey, you guys are heavy metal fans. Look at that. This is so cool. The sun really is starting to come out. I love it. And you know what? Isabelle may have a point. I actually feel like it's a little more comfortable to walk around up here now that we have removed a few trees. It was a little harder to say those words than it should be. But I don't know. I do see a bit of a point here. All right. Oh, and hey, Crystal! Crystal Paste. It's good to see you. There we go. All right, I think I'm shocked at how much of a mood I got into to just like chop trees. That's not usually me. I'm gonna cut down a couple more, and then we'll make Molly her log chair, and we'll make any extras for our wonderful sky. Yeah, I can cut down a few more of these. That might actually make it so that I come up with some ideas of what we could revamp in this area, because that'd be fun. Easy, right? It would be amazing if tree stumps were this easy to move in real life. They are not. Oh, Band Roombat! You've had the game for almost a month and you've had 2 Meteor Showers, both within the same week. Oh, see, I love the Meteor Showers. That's when Air Traffic Controller Annie and the other members of the Wishing Star Band and I will have to have a reunion tour, is the next Meteor Shower. Which reminds me, at some point when we're not super busy with all of these other tasks, I'm going to need to copy the Wishing Star official merchandise into my Able Sisters so that my villagers will wear it. Alright, let's go ahead and dig this up. Oh, Fluffy, you haven't had any Meteor Showers yet? Gosh, I'm so sorry to hear about that bad luck. Hopefully Celeste will bless your island with many of them soon. I used to think that she was a weekly event because she was showing up so often for me. Alright, fine, Isabelle, you may have had a point. Moving some of these trees makes me feel like I can set this area up into a picnic or something. It actually would look pretty nice. Alright, there we go. Alright, guys. So now that that is done, we'll make Molly her wonderful chair. Fresh chair. Oh, Pierce, hey! Ew, maybe you're going for a new look, but that seems a little bit extreme, Splash. Pierce, don't be a smart aleck. What should we give him? I feel like, should we give him a Goby for being a goober? I mean, he did save us. Should I give him, like... what do I have? I have a pocket tee. Should I give him a new t-shirt? I kind of want to give him the Freshwater Goby. What do you guys think? That would be really cute. I know, the way they react to when I'm stung is just kind of funny. How you doing, Pierce? Have you ever set foot in Sheldon's place? That rice milk drink he makes. It's really, really good, Splash. That's really cool. Apparently Sheldon makes delicious food. All right, let's give him the Goby. I need that wasp nest or else I would give him the wasp nest. All right, here you go, you goober. Have a Goby. Is that a Freshwater Goby? Thanks, I'll take good care of it. Having it around might help me with my dolphin kick, Splash. Time to flex my gratitude muscles. I want you to have a school jacket. Oh, cool. I do try to run, like, an educational facility. I appreciate that. Find any cool fossils yesterday? I get super pumped imagining how strong the dinosaurs were, Splash. Okay, okay, okay. Look, we're gonna have fossil day pretty soon, but a lot of my villagers have been talking about all the fossils I found lately, and I feel like they're rubbing it in a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Annie! The strangest yellow bear was on my island shaking trees looking for honey. His red shirt was pretty cool though. I think I saw him sending you a letter, Siri. Oh my gosh. And Mason, hey, good to see you. I will have to check the mail in just a little bit. But I don't want to keep our gardening crew waiting much longer. So let me actually pop over and craft up the chair for Molly. Here we go. All right. There we go. Oh, we have tons of hardwood now. That makes me very happy. All right, so we made a log chair. I'm gonna make a couple more and we'll put them over by where Sky is at for her little spot. What does it take to make? So to make a long sofa, you need to have 2 log chairs, but I think we'll make Sky a couple log chairs and then customize them and put them up on top of her balcony because that would be really wonderful. I love her little private balcony, by the way. Oh, there we go. And then Leah, I will check if anybody, like, if the people in the gardening crew are there in just a second. All right, let's give this to Molly real quick. It's a first, we're gonna do these little experiments where we'll have air traffic controller Annie put a form up before we do some streams, and then people who want to pop onto Wildberry to help me out with something or just explore. I thought Molly was singing for a second. That was really cute. We'll be able to pop on. And so we're gonna try to come up with these ways where we can have small groups of people pop in and do fun things together. Yes, we did make you the log chair, Molly. All right, let's go ahead and give her one. And yay! Thank you. I'm so glad to have a log chair from here. As a thanks, please take this hawk jacket. Giving a hawk jacket to Pierce would have been perfect. Yay! I'm so glad you fallen in love with this place, Molly. All right, good. So Molly's content, even though she had people screaming and being stung by wasps right outside of her little tent, which is just so fun. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to check on the shirt that she just gave us. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, what? It even says Japan on the back. Is this the thing that Julian's always wearing? Or is this just the thing Julian's gonna be wearing by the end of the day? What? That is so cool. What does it look like on the front? Guys, I think we need to give it to Julian. Oh, hey, Nito. Bye, Toast Please. Have a good night. Oh, yeah, this is perfect for Julian. All right, he'll love that. All right, so let's go ahead and drop off the other pieces at Sky's place. There we go. And we'll have a couple nice little log chairs over here so people can just sit and rest. We'll customize them eventually. I think right now we'll have them just face this direction. And we'll put in some art and other things in the future. So we'll put a log chair down here. There's no room to put anything here. There is too. Back up a little bit. There we go. This is gonna be so cute for her just to have like a nice little balcony where she can sip some espresso. Just pop up here, stare into Octavian's window mildly threateningly. Come down to her little library. I love it. That makes me really happy. There we go. Yeah, we'll give that to Julian. But all right, let me run down. Oh, another fossil to dig up. So many fossils. Get some medicine. And then we're gonna figure out how to do this special event with the gardening really quickly. I wanted to make it so that we can have a small group of people pop over, dig up a bunch of the flowers with me. And then we can hopefully get our task done a lot faster to be able to get Meringue over. All right, let's go ahead. Just one medicine, please, boys. Thank you, thank you. I'm good. There we go. I know, poor Octavian. I think Sky would be like, actually, if you wanted somebody looking in your window on our island, who would you pick? I kind of think I'd be okay with Cranston, like, staring in my window. I could go ahead and I could totally put up with that. I don't know if I would want Octavian staring in my window. Ursula might surprise me. I feel like I'd be fine if Cranston was looking in my window, though. Cranston, right? All right, so before we invite over our helpers who are going to help me transfer all of these flowers from here up to the wildflower meadow, and I'll just sort them back down here for smaller gardens later. In fact, let me dig up the ones that I know I'm going to want to keep down here and move them real quick. We're gonna pluck up all of the items and try to put these items away. Oops, I did not mean to pick that up. That's fine. There's just a ton of flowers here. Thank you, Jazzy. Oh, Snow, the name and animal tokens are currently paused because we have such a huge list. I did not mean to pick that up either. Oh dear. All right, let me think about how I'm gonna do this the best, guys. Yeah, I think we'll just move the flowers first. That'll do. That'll do. And let me put some of the rare flowers down that I don't want moved over here. Because these guys will need sorted later. I'll pluck the rare flowers out first so that they don't get mixed up in everything. Where's my green mum? I have a very rare green mum. Where did it go? Did I already dig it up? Oh yeah, it's right over here. The very rare green mum I am exceptionally attached to. Oh, the Beast of Bermuda, where you play as a prehistoric. A prehistoric? Let's see. Oh, Jerevac, when we have a pixel point thing where you can redeem something and say, stop and clean up this mess. That's when you can make me pause whatever I was currently doing and focus on the task at hand. Because I get distracted so often. So it's kind of a joke where people can have me just like stop whatever I was being distracted by for 2 minutes and go ahead and take care of the task at hand. Oh, Second Bite, you got your first green mum yesterday. Congratulations. And actually tomorrow is Mum's Day. So I will be celebrating with my mum-in-law and my mum. In my mum's case, I will be calling her. And with my mum-in-law's case, I will be safe socially distancing, bringing some treats. But we may still have a small stream where we will celebrate with mums, because I think that might be really fun. All right, hang on really quickly. And yes, Leah, people will get DM'd in just a second. All right. All right, I think that's good. Those are all the super rare. Well, I do want to move these tulips. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just going to have people help me put all these up on Pansy Plateau and we'll sort it out later. And if anybody wants to keep some red pansies, they're welcome to it. Let's see. Orange hyacinth, you stay down here. Why not yellow mum? All right, you guys all stay out of the way. There we go. All right, and then let me clean up my... Oh, I can clean up my inventory while people are helping, I think. All right, so this is going to be an experiment, guys. I have no idea how it's going to go, but give me 1 second. I need to grab a couple things. Thank you, Annie. Okay, thank you. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody look behind. There we go. I had to go ahead and grab my Switch real quick. All right, so what I've been trying to express and explain is we're gonna have a elite gardening team pop over from an experimental group, a crew of people who are gonna be arriving to the island for the purpose of moving the flowers from Event Island onto Pansy Plateau and digging up as many of the red and the yellow pansies as they would like to their heart's content. And if we get this done pretty quickly, then we're actually going to make it so that people can dig up some of the flowers from the Meadow Mesa that we created too. Oh yeah, Toast! Yeah, there's definitely going to be more opportunities for people to be able to become part of like these garden crews. And I will try, there are going to be opportunities for non-Discord members to actually reserve a spot. And that's one of the Pixel Points things. There's actually a new Pixel Point thing for the Wildberry field trip ticket. And if you ever redeem the Wildberry field trip ticket, then whatever next event you're able to make, you have priority to come over and do that. All right, let me get this set up. I have to go ahead and get the dodo code. 1 moment, friends. How's your Saturday going so far? Oh my gosh, Annie, I love that. I didn't see that in time, but I will definitely put that up in just a little bit. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I'm sending the code to Air Traffic Controller Annie right now. Our special event mod. We're trying out one of our first ever special events. I'm very excited. But there's also a chance everything will go cattywampus. Alright, there we go. And... Alright. Let me make sure I have all of the people who are coming over. It looks like Leah, Shauna, Sophia from Ooh, and Lar actually ended up getting on this round. Let me make sure I have all of you guys in as friend codes so that you can temporarily be given... You can temporarily be given best friend status to be able to help dig up my flowers. Which would be amazing. All right. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Sophia, I know we're already friends. But yeah, oh, wow, a catbird just flew by my window. I love it, you guys. And it's very interesting because you can tell all of the birds are nesting because the catbirds keep coming by. And then Leah, if you are about, just sent you a friend request. There you go. Welcome, welcome. You'll soon be landing in Wildberry any minute now. And then, let's see. Oops, 1 second, guys. There we go. Now that should be working better for you. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Oh, my bread! Okay, and I'm gonna have to send, and then Shauna, you should have a friend request so that when you arrive, you'll be able to become best friends. I make the list temporary, by the way, so that way, the best friend codes, I put people on and off my best friend list pretty frequently because the pop-ups can get out of hand if I have too many people. So do not fret if you go on and off the best friend list pretty often. I'm happy to re-invite you. There you go. And then Lauren, you are also on that list, and we'll have to see how that works out. But 1 second. No need to fear. I'm just here. Admire my giraffes for a moment. 1 second. All right. Boom. I love how my setup is set up so that my Switch is actually behind my desk. So I have to crawl under my desk and like slip my Switch over the back of it in order to put it back in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mel, what I do is I add people to my friends list in batches, like whenever we do events like this, because otherwise it gets a little out of hand fast with the pop-ups all the time. All right, friends. There we go. Thank you for the technical details as Orville and I settled things in. Let's see. And Snips, I think there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, looks like Lewis, all right. And it looks like Lewis is actually going to be joining us. And Lewis, I know I sent you a friend code already, so you should be good. All right, we're good, Annie. So air traffic controller Annie is on the job. And like I said, guys, this is an experiment, so we'll try to come up with a way where it is a little smoother in the future. That's my bad for not checking codes before we started. I was distracted because I was making a bunch of delicious naan. Whoops. 1 second. There we go. All right, so basically the long and short of it is that we should be about to have 4 people arrive. Here we go. So come and help out with tending to the things that we need here on Wildberry Island. And all of that is happening thanks to our wonderful mod, Annie, and they are doing a great job. Here is a cool picture too. Oh, hey, Leah, very first island dweller from Woodland. Welcome, welcome. This is exciting. We will set it up so that we'll have smoother events in the future too, guys. But this is air traffic controller Annie, and they are currently helping everyone to get assigned to coming on into Wildberry for the purpose of helping us to move all of those flowers. So thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, we'll have more ways where people will be able to come. I really have to figure out how to set it up so it goes nice and smooth though. So this is first experiment. If this goes well, then we'll have more things go into the future. Kind of like how I'm making the 101 Dalmatians challenge right now on our YouTube channel in Sims 3. And if that behaves, we might have warrior cats again. Leah, I love your dress. Oh, that's so cute. Snips claps for Annie. Oh gosh, that's adorable. Yeah, if Orville gets claps, if we still clap for Orville, we need to clap for Annie. Daniel, how did you know I was making naan? Did I mention that? Yay! All right, welcome. Welcome, Leah. Welcome. I'll go ahead and assign you to the best friend list. You're welcome to join in on the gardening event. The rain is actually stopping, but you are welcome to join in on the gardening event anytime. All right, I should have Leah over here. This is starting to get quite Oh, Leah, make sure you accept my friend invite real quick, and then I'll be able to give you best friend status. Wesley, thank you. Yeah, I did talk about the naan. So I'm making some of my normal sandwich bread and I'm making some naan. We have some coconut chana sog for dinner tonight. And I was a smart Siri today because guys, I made dinner before our stream. Haha! So that way when we finish our stream after the KK concert, we'll be able to just go right ahead and we'll be able to have dinner. Or I will at least. Yay, Millie, welcome! Right, Toast? I love this dress. Yay! Okay, Leah. Let me go ahead and check. And you should be on here now. And we have... There you are! Okay, oop, Leah, there you go. Okay. I have to close the window real quick. We have more of our special garden helpers. So these are some of you guys. Oh, I'm getting excited. It's so fun that we can do this, isn't it? And I apologize if you're not in this group. No, I don't apologize. We need to have healthy boundaries. This is our big experiment. Lewis, city folk friend Lewis from Queens is arriving now. This is our big experiment, and I promise you there will be more opportunities. We're evolving! Oh, snow! Oh, that warms my heart. I love thinking about it like that. Yeah, Paige, it is like a big family. I have such a fun time with all of you guys, and you've made it such a delight to be able to dive into our streams, you know? I've never really had anything quite like this before in our community, and Wildberry is at the heart of it, which I think is great. Oh, Greenhouse Flower, thank you! Our aesthetic that we practice on the island is abundantly positive chaos, and also throwing down whatever seeds I get my hands on. Lewis, hey! Welcome, welcome! Oh, Mason, yeah! If you popped over to my island the other day, to send mail, we have to be on each other's Switch friends list. And once that's done, then we're able to send mail anytime. All right, outbox, and then Lewis right over there. Ta-da! All right, and then these two can help out with the gardening anytime. Oh, the stream's a little delayed. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Wesley, that would be a good idea. Wesley, I like that. We'll try setting up a channel just for the people who are like here so they can talk. Okay. And then Shauna has been busy. So we actually have the avocado eater. Oh my gosh, Paige. That's an amazing name. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's see. All right, you guys are good. You guys are good. Leah and Lewis. Welcome. That's actually a really fun alliteration. Leah and Lewis, welcome my gardening buddies. If you guys would like to go ahead and start helping me to move some of the flowers. Oh, we've got somebody coming. Yay! All right. This is so cool to be able to like see some of y'all. Hey, animal lovers. So good to see you. We are going ahead and we are having a small elite gardening crew with Lore now landing, which is very exciting. There we go. And I think that we have Avocado Lover coming too. Let me check with Annie. All right, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna have Paige arrive as well, hopefully. I might need to... Well, we might need to check. Paige might be visiting. She might not be able to dig up plants though, because I've learned if you send switch codes, like friend codes, while you have people on your island, it can cause things to crash. So we're gonna be careful. Snips, I love it. I like the little clapping. Like, yay, the plane is safely landed in the sea, but don't worry, because we're a seaplane. Oh, Planet Seth! You have a swallow nest? Oh, that is so cool. Also, welcome, Lore! All right, we'll see if anyone else arrives. Let me send Lore a quick best friend invite. And Annie, thank you very much for everything. I know, right, Toast Plays? We have Lewis, Leah, and Lore. And Leah, try refreshing, because it seems like we're pretty lined up elsewhere. All right, let's see. Lore, let's go ahead and send you an invite. Yeah, Fluffy Head. Oh, this is so cute. Welcome, welcome, gardeners. Oh, I love it. All right, come this way, my friends. If you guys would like to, you should all be on the best friend list now. And you are all welcome to come and join me. I appreciate your volunteering for assistance. This will actually make this a lot easier. At any pace you would like to, please feel free to help me to transfer these flowers at random up to Pansy Plateau. And that would be amazing. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is so cool, guys. I can't believe we ended up with Lore, Lewis, and Leah, like the 3L gardening team. Please, feel free to get started. I love the cute little gardening things you guys have. Go for it. Down we go. This is so cute. I was hoping this would be fun, but I had no idea it would be this cute. Hey Griffin, welcome! You guys, this is really cool just to hear everybody like shoveling things up. Don't mind me, Siri's just gonna fall in the river. Right, Mason? This is adorable. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but this is really ridiculously adorable. And we actually stopped having any rain. Oh my gosh. Okay, now my pockets are full. Alright, I'll be right back, friends. My pockets are full. Look at this! Okay, I'm so taking pictures of this. Like, this is too precious. Like, this is amazing. Look at everybody go! Alright, I'm gonna take a quick picture, because this is just so cool. Like, everybody's working so hard at just digging all this up. Alright, you guys are full? Me too. Alright, to Pansy Plateau. This way? This way? I will guide the way. We go across the river. I feel like a mama duck right now. This is so cute. Actually, yeah, people may not know where to go. Okay, you guys ready? Almost, I think. Okay, this way. And we'll go ahead. We jump across the river. I'm beginning to understand why Isabelle is worried about people getting lost because there's so many trees. We walk around this corner. We jump across the river again. Welcome my Wildberry crew. We go past the ducks and the tulip. Around the corner of the campsite. Here we go, here we go. All right, good, good, good. I feel like a mama duck. And voila! Behold! Sprinkle these flowers down wherever you would like. Just go for it. Down they go. And then eventually I will sort them into a better garden. Ah! This is awesome! I mean, is there anything more pixel biology-esque than people like showing up and just planting a ton of flowers at random on the island? Oh, this is adorable. Mama Duck Theory. All right, back down we go. I know, right? I love Animal Crossing. Can you believe we're able to do this, you guys? Oh, thank you, Leah. Thank you. Ah. It sounds like Leah. Thank you. I'm not very good with using the in-game chat function. Just so you guys know. I'm a little bit bad at it. Uh-oh, we're stuck. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Livissa. I tried. Yes, yeah, we can take a group pick, Lewis. You guys want to take a group pick over here? I think, like, with our shovels out, I think that'd be really cute. How about right here? Nice little group pick real quick. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Oh, look at that. Everybody's just gardening. And maybe this is what I really wanted out of life. I just wanted some sort of gardening simulator where everybody could like come together. Oops. Oh. We might have the 4th person finally arriving. That's so cute. I know there was an attempt. I really love that. That's so cute. I had no idea having just like a little cluster of people frantically digging up flowers would be so much fun, but it really is so much fun. Welcome to Paige from Asgard. Wow, the detailed flower. Paige, the detailed flower. All right. There we go. Paige, welcome, welcome. I will have to... Paige, you're gonna be our cheerleader because I'm scared if I send you a friend code right now, that this will actually crash because we've had that happen before. So Paige, I hope you can be our flower cheerleader. Hi Cyrus Bear Sharks Shanks, welcome. Hello Paige. I love your outfit. My beloved Chips would absolutely approve of it. And that's a compliment, mind you. Oh, Steve, I love those. Those are so cute. Oh. All right, there we go. Do you guys want to take a quick picture? I'm going to take a quick picture. And then Paige, I don't think we're Switch friends yet. And if I send a code whilst we're actually doing an event, then we... Oh, then... Oh, thank you, Annie! Annie has gone ahead and sent a message that all visitors have now landed. And yeah, Leah, if you would like to keep some of the extra flowers, please pick a couple to take home from Wildberry Shores. And welcome, Paige, welcome! We're not actually Switch friends. Hi, Paige! Aloha! Aloha takes longer to type than hi. Wait, that's not hi. Oh dear, that's not hi either. Oh, okay, now it just went away. Welcome, Paige. I hope you will be happy to be our cheerleader. We're actually almost done transferring these flowers, which makes me really freaking happy. I know. We love nature. Oh, yes, you are. And actually, my flower helpers, if you would like to pick out a couple of these flowers to keep, that's great. And if you want to take any of the flowers, just please make sure I have at least one of those colors like left. And if you would like to take any of the flowers from the other meadow, I'll show you guys where the other meadow is. And you can take some of those as well. Oh, and if you just want to like pluck some. Paige, you're so cute. Paige is being the cheerleader. You guys, I had no idea I wanted this in my life, but I did. Oh, it's so adorable. You is the new greeting of Twitch. You know, for a long time, we greeted each other in the teamwork page. That's so cute. I can't handle how cute that is. For a long time, we used to greet each other. Oh no. Okay, I can swap something. With alpaca. That was our go-to phrase back in... There we go. I think we have one plant left. Let me go ahead and try to get it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. This is amazing. All right, there we go. All right, let's go, guys. Onward to the plateau. We got this. But we used to greet each other with alpaca in the Discord for a very long time. And that's still kind of a running joke. And in my opinion, alpaca are still nicer than llamas because they're less prone to spit in your mouth, just for the record. Hey, Bingle Banga, it's so good to see you. Yeah, we're having an experimental special event where we invite over small groups of people to like help with a specific task. Also, if any of you guys want to keep any of these pansies, you're welcome to them. I don't really want this many pansies of this color. That's not on my Siri want list whatsoever. So if you guys want to dig up any of the pansies and take them home, you're welcome to them. And if you want any of the flowers, like any of the flower tops, you can take a few flower tops. And if you want any of the flowers that are over at the other mesa above the bamboo forest, you can totally have those. There we go. No place to plant here. Oh, okay. Away with you, tree stump. Oh, and Stevie, thank you. I don't bangle. Isn't it so fun? Literally a task that could have taken me a long time to do on my own is now over. And hey, Beanpole! Oh, and you know what? Here. I can definitely, I can fix this. I can fix this page. I may not be able to like dig up some flowers for you just yet because it'll probably crash everything. We're being cautious because it has historically crashed things in the past. But, what do I have? But red, yellow, white pansies. I know what I'm gonna do. All right, guys. 2. Okay, let's see. I'll see how many I can grab. This is so cute. Oh, greenhouse flower. Once a petting zoo, a llama spit on you. Yeah, I've had that happen. I will never forgive that llama. Thank you, Paige. Okay. And then let me grab some of the white pansies. I have 8. I need 1 more yellow pansy. I'm gonna make some pansy flower crowns to say thank you. And then everybody can have a authentic Wildberry pansy flower crown, which I think would be great. This is so cool, guys, to be able to like actually have some of our community come over. Look at my new field to lay down in. Oh, I'm gonna have so many good naps over here. All right. All right, guys, thank you. And if you guys want anything, like any of these hyacinths or, yeah, please shop. Go for it, Leah. Please, please. I'm gonna craft you guys some flower crowns to say thank you real quick. Fresh from the fields that you actually helped with. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, Quinn Lively, welcome. Pixel Unicorn, welcome to the adventures. This is so cool. Can you just imagine like sitting there weaving together a bunch of flowers to share with people who came by to help you garden? Oh, Mason, after you visited our island, Mason, I think you were in our crew where everybody learned to go the fiddlesticks to sleep, right? Were you one of the ones blessed by the special sand fairy? But after you visited, you caught a snapping turtle and you named it Sage in your honor. Oh, thank you. I have been wanting one for a long time. All right, let's drop these down by the entrance. And you guys are welcome to shop. All I ask is if you take like the really expensive items, if I can just hold it and drop it again. So it'll be in my catalog. Hey, Legendary Etrix, welcome. What's up, KK? I love your flowers. I love your flowers. You look great, Lewis. There we go. And Powder, welcome to the adventures. Thank you, Lewis. Here you go. Wait, that's my pear hat. Have a fresh pansy crown. Like, thank you so much for all of your help. If you want any other flowers, please feel free. Oh, I know. Hang on. Not only can I give you guys a fresh crown for your head, let me give you a soft seat to sit upon. Give me just a second. I've never been so excited to... Yeah, Leah, I will. Thank you so much, Leah, to DM later about Flora. Let me go ahead really quickly, and not only will I have the pansy crowns for you, but let me give you guys a soft, flowery cushion to be able to sit in. Thank you, Lewis. Okay, I've got to do this before our gardening crew begins to trickle away. They were so patient, and they have done such a great job. All right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And weeds! I need clumps of weeds! Okay, hang on, gardening crew. Thankfully, how do I say this tactfully in a PG-13 way that means the truth? I always have lots of extra plants. That's how I think I'll phrase that. I always have lots of extra plants and huge piles and sacks hiding inside of the basement of my house. It makes it really interesting to try to say, I've got a lot of weeds in a PG way when you play Animal Crossing. All right, there we go. And let me go ahead and craft you guys up some wonderful, wonderful little mum cushions to say thank you very much. All right. Oh, legendary, thank you. Our island is just absolutely pure chaos, pure chaos. And then we've got one more mum cushion. And that will have been an absolutely successful time. And thank you very much, Avocado. What was your name? Again, I want to get it right. Thank you very much, Paige, for coming over. Yes, of course. I'm making you some cushions. You're going to be taking these. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, Paige, thank you! Here, I'm going to put the cushions down by the front so that it'll be all in a neat little row. But we've also got, let's see, that's the Viking helmet. So for everybody who helped, let me go ahead and put down the pansy crown. So we should have enough pansy crowns for everybody. Drop item, pansy crown, drop item. Everyone gets a pansy crown. And a fresh made mum cushion that will smell amazing, hopefully, and give you guys good dreams. And be made from the flowers of Wildberry. So thank you! Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you to Leah. Oh my gosh. Thank you to Laura for popping on over and helping with the gardening. If you guys want to take one last picture, we can like come over here, or like, is there enough room down here? I think there's enough room down here. We can take a picture wherever. There we go. My pleasure. Oh, we got some of us. There may not be. Midge! Midge, you're photobombing. Midge is literally photobombing right now. That's adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. All right, there we go. Also, I love the avatar tattoo. That's amazing. All right, I'm just about done. You guys good? Okay, good. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. All right, have a safe flight back. Is there actually a way where I can go ahead and close the gate so that people will be able to, Siri, photo of us too after. Okay, yeah. I'll hold still. I'm gonna go ahead and stay in joy mode so you guys can take any pictures you want with me. But really quickly, chat, do you guys know if there's a way to actually close the gate so that everybody can go home, like in one batch? Because my friend Backlog did that once and it made it so easy for everybody. Oh, yeah, Paige, I'm gonna have to friend you on the Switch before we can do the best friends, but let me go ahead and see if I can do that. You hit minus? Thank you. Okay. All right, let me try this then. Okay, Paige. All right. Paige, I'm gonna actually have to go ahead and send you the code after this, and then we will work on things. Oh, the pick? Okay, hang on, guys. There we go. Let me make sure that everybody has their pick. And then if you guys want to start leaving, you can go ahead and start leaving. And Paige, I will get back to you. Annie, if you could DM me and remind me to make sure to send Paige the gift, that'd be awesome, or the code, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Mimi, I won't add in the code right now because it does tend to cause crashing and then all of our hard work may be gone. All right. There we go. Oh, Mel, yeah, we have lots of special events, so hopefully we'll have more opportunities in the future. Oh, that was delightful, you guys. I think that that was a huge success, and I would like to say thank you again to everyone who came over, and also thank you to our air traffic controller, Annie. They are working hard behind the scenes to make all of this possible by coordinating, sending out the codes, and making sure that people have a chance in the order that they filled in the form to come in. And thank you very much, Annie, because without your work, claps for Annie and Orville, we wouldn't be able to have such a smooth transition of people arriving. I know, Annie, air traffic controller Annie has just been so fun. Thank you, Leah. It's been so good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a little dance in case anybody else wants pictures. I absolutely Like, what is the emotion you guys tend to use the most often, by the way? Because I'm really attached to joy for obvious reasons, but I do have other emotions I could be showing off. Heartbreak, aggravation, curiosity, distress, shock, fearful. I could sneeze, but that seems really rude about now. Oh, Ben Roomrat, you love Glee? And Toast Plays, you use joy, glee, and shock. Shock is a really fun one too. Oh, and Lewis, I missed what you just said, but if you can put it in our chat, then I will catch up with it. Definitely joy. Yay! Oh, that's such a cute outfit, Paige. I love it. Bewilderment? I don't think I have bewilderment yet. I can often be bewildered. Oh, it's a cute custom outfit. You did a great job on it, Paige. Oh no, I removed my emotion of joy. Oh dear. All right, yeah, whenever you guys are ready. All right, real quick, did everybody get a picture who wanted it? I'm gonna go ahead, and if no one says anything, I'm gonna try the minus button. There's a shrug? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try this. What would you like to do? End session. What does this do? And it just lets everybody go home like easy breezy peasy all at once. That's awesome! Thank you guys. You have taught me so many new things about Animal Crossing recently. How to use the random button to have random KK songs play. And how to sort the DIYs so that you can see different ways to be able to use them. I deeply appreciate that. Oh, and I waved them off. Oh, that was so cute. Thank you guys so much. And thank you again to Annie. Oh, thanks so much, everyone. By the way, yeah. And Annie, thank you so much. And thank you, Lewis. Well, that was so fun, you guys. We're not done yet. We're actually going to keep going for about an hour more. But I wanted to try that out, and that was delightful. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey, Nikki. So good to see you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. We're definitely going to do some more. Goldine, I'm so happy you're here. We're definitely going to do some more small events like that in the future. Look at how our island has transformed. We're going to get Meringue over here. And all I needed was some help. That's so awesome. Sushi, hey! Oh, you just joined? What did we miss? Updates on the baby bunnies? Didn't see any. Darn. Sushi, we actually just had a small elite crew of gardeners pop over onto our island. And they were fantastic at helping me move all of the flowers from Special Event Island so that we can get ready to transform this into Meringue's Special Cafe, where she is going to be making us some delicious Wildberry meringue pie. So I'm very excited about that. Now I need to clean up a whole bunch of the stuff that's just on the ground. And I forget, was it Wessie? Wessie, was it you or Paint Seagull who reminded me that I can actually transform these cushions to look like the grass so that we can have spots the villagers can sit in the grass up by our wildflowers, because I love that idea. Let me grab a whole bunch of the little stray pieces. Oh, Nikki, what kind of fish do you have? That's so cool. You were changing their fish tank? Okay, my pockets are now full. To the house. And Crisis Wolf, welcome back! Oh, you guys, I'm so happy to be able to spend my Saturday with all of you and doing fun little— oh, and we have gifts here! Floral hairpin, leather sneakers, vivid tights, a heart apron! It sounds like a Mum's Day outfit. I'm going to check that out. Westy Rose, thank you! And I will share the grass pattern. I found it on Twitter. And I will share you the grass pattern code with you guys in just a second. Whoops, I didn't want to get changed. When we go to customize it. Whoops. 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 I didn't mean to do any of the things I just did. All right, let me put some of these away real quick. Workers' jackets for Octavian. Oh, you have 3 goldfish in a 40-gallon tank? Nikki, thank you so much for taking good care of your goldfish. It's a small thing to some people, but I am always so happy to hear when people take good care of goldfish and betta fish and give them the room and the attention that they really need. Like give them a nice filter, give them a heater. Betta fish can live for so long and people just have no idea because they think, oh, the betta fish die really easy. It's like, no, it's because you need to put them in like a better place. They'll live long, I promise. All right, let's see. Yellow pansies. Let's put you away. So I'm really happy to hear that you've got a good spot. Oh, and let's learn how to make the log bed for your goldfish. There was a catbird outside my tree, or outside my window. Yes, and Laura, you did give me the grass pattern, and I lost it. And I was so upset. And then I found another one on Twitter. I was very distressed. I was looking for that TikTok video that you gave me for quite a while to try to recreate it. All right, I think I'm good. I don't think workers jackets, Octavians, hawk jackets, Julian. Oh, the school jacket. We haven't actually seen what the school jacket looks like. School jacket's cute. But I don't really see any of our villagers currently wearing it. Other than like Cranston, like if they tried to make him go to school. But I'll put it away for now. Just in case we want to use it. All right. And I'm keeping that cocoa tree. All right, let's take down more of the stuff on Special Event Island. And Sushi, I think I have caught a guppy. And yeah, Alari, you should have seen me. Because you sent me the TikTok video with the code for the, like, this amazing code for the grass. And I tried to find it again, but you don't want to just jump on TikTok, which I never use. And so I don't know how to use it in the first place, and search for Animal Crossing videos about like grass patterns, because it's not going to help you. Oh, I can't believe we're actually taking it down. We did a good job, guys. This island is meant to transform all the time. Now I know I can have your guys help on that. Let's put these little pieces away. We're going to put these little guys away. There we go. Do you think we should move the plants somewhere until we have another use for the simple panel? What do you guys think? Should we move the plants somewhere on the island, like maybe around Sky's house, or should we make them into a secret door? I didn't think about that, Alari. For some reason, I just didn't, I literally just didn't think about that. You should put the greenhouse where your future house will be. Lavissa, that's a great idea. Let's move the greenhouse to where my future house will be. Now, a secret door you can actually do if you take these panels. I'll show you guys real quick. And you put them in your house in a certain way. Oh, my pockets are full anyway, so this is a good time to show you the mysteries of the secret door. But I think we will move the greenhouse to where my future house, where like the position for the future house will be. Oh, that's so cool, Seth. I'm so glad that you've got all your goldfish happy and healthy. All right, so let me put some of these away because I need a little bit of room to work. All right, we've got red hibiscus starts. I've got enough bushes. Yeah, I've got enough bushes to shake a stick at. Eh? Eh? What do you guys think about that? I'm pretty proud about that one, actually. That's pretty good. Like it. All right, the beekeeper's hive will move. Cushion, Miss Flamingo. Miss Flamingo can go visit with Molly today, I think. And then we've got wooden clogs that can go away for now. Siri, no. Joke 10 out of 10. Oh, and tomorrow is actually going to be World Cactus Day. So I guess I'll go stick a cactus in front of Octavian's house. He's the most prickly villager I can think about. Oh, thank you, Leah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I will do my best. I'm going to eat dinner after we finish our stream in like an hour. And then once I recoup, I'll go ahead and double check my DMs. Because I do want to figure out something to do with Flora. Okay, come on. All right, panel, you're being stubborn. All right, are you going to be like that? Okay, so here's the way that you can make a secret door. Let me move the hamsters. Little ham, scooch over. You grab the simple panel, and after you have customized it or done whatever you want with it, you place it right here. And if you wanted to, you could actually use like a repeating book look. So you could go ahead and create, ta-da, a secret door to hide your other room. Oh, and Sushi, I am going over to my mom-in-law's to have a safe, socially distanced garden party tomorrow. And I'm going to call my mom, trying to figure out like what to do for my mom for Mother's Day has been interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to like pick a present, but we don't want to ship anything to the house because my mom is like on a ventilator, and so you don't want to let anything into the house. I think I will give my mom my love, and I will give her a deferred Mother's Day gift of some kind. I'll be like, Mom, we'll send you something. It'll grow. It's the seed of an idea now, and it will grow into something great in 3 months. I'm sure she'll understand. But yeah, no, you can't walk through it. But I love this idea for a secret door. What you can do is you can go ahead and you can pull it over. Hang on. The little ham is in the way again. So I'm going to have to move the hamster. But you can actually pull the secret door over and step through it like this. Do you see that? So you don't actually even need to worry about it being too terribly close. And then when you come back out, you can go ahead and grab it. Oops. Flip it, and you can put it back. Ta-da! And that's also a way that you can make a secret room. So if you didn't want anybody to be going into the room while they're visiting, you can go ahead and block it off like so. You could block it off in a lot of other ways, but I think it's really fun. Yeah, Lavissa, I love this. I love this so much. Oh, Toast Plays, you're working on an outfit that the gardener helpers can wear? I would love to see that. I would love if we had like a cute little gardener's outfit for our pixel biology crew. That would be so delightful when people come over to garden. I love it. All right, so that's the secret door basically. And you know what, for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll leave the secret doors here. And I will rebuild the greenhouse at a later date because we still have a lot to do. All right, let's put these. The hose reel can go away. The cocoa tree I want to put over by Sky's place. More bushes than I can shake a stick at. Jolly painting. We're going to talk about the jolly painting in the future. Cushion, Miss Flamingo. All right, we'll put that away too. Oh wait, no, I wanted Miss Flamingo. Come back, Miss Flamingo. I was going to have you visit Molly. Where'd you go, Miss Flamingo? Oh, the toasting begins. That'll be good. Look, and we've got the Mum's Day cake, Mom's homemade cake, which will be perfect for meringue when she sets up her area. Miss Flamingo? Where did you go? There you are. Come visit Molly, Miss Flamingo. Thank you. All right, let me get some more sparkling water. Oh, Sushi, you pay off your loan and then you get more rooms. You have to pay off your loan to Tom Nook using the ABD at the Nook terminal inside Resident Services. And yeah, Nikki, that's a really sweet thing. I need to ask my mom. Maybe she does have like a certain series she really wants to watch and we could go ahead and like buy her a digital copy of that. It's always tricky because my mom's favorite thing in the world is really specific. Right now, her favorite things have changed over the years. She's a huge crafter. So my mom's real favorite thing in the world, in fact, now I'm kind of excited to share it with you guys. 1 second. But her current obsession, which will change every few months, is this. Is crocheting, or just so much crocheting. There's a lot of crocheting going on in my mom's life right now. She enjoys it when her hands don't hurt too much because she has lupus, so her joints hurt a lot all the time. But when she can, she crochets and crochets and crochets. And recently she had a new grandson, her first grandson ever, and second grandbaby in 10 years. So she has crocheted that child into a total nest of blankets. I'm a little envious. He's gonna have so many blankets when he gets older. But she crochets and crochets and crochets and crochets. And her favorite thing in the world to get as gifts right now is this extremely expensive, extremely fancy wool from some extremely unusual sheep somewhere in an English countryside. When you ask my mom, like, oh, I wanna help you get some of your yarn. Like, what would you like? When you ask her which yarn she wants, the answer is going to be this extremely remote, like, small farm in the middle of an English countryside where they raise their sheep a certain way and they, like, use their wool a certain way. So the reason I don't know what to get from my mom for my mom's day gift is because she wants more of this. It's probably, I don't even know. This is like rare, exotic sheep wool. Oh, and Girl with the Game, thank you so much for subscribing. As I'm wrapped up in my mom's gift. Thank you, welcome to the nest. But we can't get that right now because it's not available at the moment for international shipping. And so, unfortunately, my beloved mother is certain if we just tried harder, we could find it. And it's really hard to explain to her, like, no, Mom, the sheep wool is not available at the moment. But yeah, I love my mom, but when she puts her mind to something, like, that's all she wants. So that's why it's kind of tricky. But the upside is that then she sends me really cute things like this. And I should actually have, this is a test swatch that she made. I should actually have a whole purse out of this really fancy yarn with this really fancy, like, individual flower pattern that she made for me coming up for a delayed birthday gift. It was going to be a Christmas gift last year. And then it was going to be a birthday gift. And now I think it's going to be a wedding gift. But eventually she's going to send me a purse made out of that. So, yeah, my mom kind of leaned hard into the becoming a grandma thing. Also, Girl with the Game, welcome here to our nest. And I would like to celebrate the addition of your appearance with, let's see. Do I have any more baby bird pictures? Oh gosh. Oh, here! This was a surprise addition that we actually had when Chips and I were on our walk this morning, just as we were going a second time to check on the baby gnatcatchers. This guy landed on the rooftop of the apartment next to us. So, Girl with the Game, I present you the red-shouldered or red-tailed hawk. I think it's a red-tailed hawk. Maybe a juvie, because he was a lot smaller than the red-tailed hawks normally are. So, ta-da! Thankfully, he looks like he's very aggressive right here. Like he was coming to eat my new baby flycatcher or gnatcatchers that we found. But actually, he was being chased by a chickadee. There was a really, really angry, very small chickadee who was quite indignant that this hawk existed and was chasing this hawk quite aggressively. So he actually was getting chased around by a very small burb. Oh, hey, a present! Also, we're going to go ahead and check out what I believe it was Paige actually left us in just a second, too. I know, aren't chickadees so sassy, Tara? They're just so cute. So I know that hawk looked really tough, and you'd be like, oh no, what about our brand new babies? Since Mama Robin's nest wasn't successful, we just got attached to these little fluffs. Are they doomed? Oh... Oh, Amnia Place, thank you so much. Thank you. But don't worry, these little guys are not doomed because the chickadees were protecting them and yelling their little chickadee heads off and chasing the hawk away. And the hawk was like scared of the chickadees and was flying for it. So don't worry, the neighborhood chickadee alarm system was working. Also, fun fact, did you guys know that you can tell how upset a chickadee is by how many Ds are attached to their call? Next time you're listening in the woods or just outside your backyard and you hear a chickadee calling, listen carefully and you'll hear them go dee 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 dee. The more D's they attach to their call, the more upset they are. So if they're just kind of going like chickadee, like that's just normal conversation. But if they see something like a snake or a hawk that they need to be worried about, they'll go chickadee dee 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 to let everybody know there's something dangerous. Pay attention. So they are your local alarm system. Kayfae, if you look up a chickadee call, you'll realize you probably have heard a chickadee if you live anywhere near chickadees. The black-capped chickadee. Tara Shine, you can confirm this experience. I know, aren't they adorable? I'll try to find some cute chickadee pictures soon. All right, let's check out this cool outfit that I believe Paige left behind for us. All right, let's see. Oh dear. Okay, heart apron. A little green heart apron and a floral pin. And then we've also got vivid tights. Oh, am I going to be green? I think I'm going to be green. And oh, I am going to be green all the way down. Yes, I am. Oh, that's adorable. Thank you very much, Paige. I'm going to wear this on Mum's Day. I may not be an actual mum, but I do feel somewhat like a greenery mum. All right, there we go. And let's get those cucumbers blushing. You know what? If we ever do manage to continue to grow our Twitch like this and are able to make the leap to being Twitch partners so we can have more emotes, I really just want it for the emotes, I'm going to be honest. But if we can get more emotes, I think making our cucumbers blush is going to have to be one of them. Because there's something satisfying about this. But thank you very much, Paige. I'm going to save this for Mum's Day outfit tomorrow. Let me go. Holy tights. Apparently they look just like the vivid tights. Also because I need to get some pants to go with them. There we go. And then a Sweetheart Jenkins shirt. And actually we should probably check on what's in the Able Sisters shop tonight. And the Winds Above Wildberry, a bunk bed? Had a bunk bed for us. Right, Animal Fan, the blushing cucumbers return. Hey! You know how we want to get one of the extra player houses and make a cabin up in the mountain that we're going to deck out like a wildlife cabin? You guys! We could have little camper sleepovers. Remember the sleep fairy? We could have a little camper like event where people could become campers. Hey, Galactic Thoughts! And we could have the sleep sand fairy. And people could come over and they could go camping at our place and we could end our stream like with everybody hanging out in the little cabin. That would be so cute. I love what Wildberry is able to do for us. That'll be a good summer adventure, I think. We can have summer camp on Wildberry. Oh, a book bed would be really cute, Animal Fan. I would have loved if we had a book bed of some kind. All right, let's grab these beautiful butterflies. Let's make sure that we put the beautiful bird wing down. And look at that! Special Event Island is ready for Meringue to move in. Let's see if we can get her house moved before it's Keiki concert time. I will be so proud of us. Hey, Mintoki, welcome! Welcome to the adventures! Alright, Alexandra Birdwing, stay here. I can't lose track of you, my dear. And then let's put that down. And let's toss everything in storage again. And Fluffy, right? Well, we will try to check the mail. First things first, though, I'm at least going to get Meringue moved. I'm going to be really proud if we can pull that off. Right, Wesley? It would be fun. Everybody could wear little camper uniforms. We could go on a tour. We could sit around the bonfire. And if Sheldon's still here as our firefighter, we could talk about fire safety. Oh, I'm going to save the cushions and the beach towel. Welcome to our adventures. All right. And I'm going to put these away. And I'll put I kind of want to put the mini cactus set out by Octavian's house. All right, what do we have? Miss Flamingo cushion. The bunk bed's really cool. I'm probably going to run out of storage really soon. I have been using all of my money up to move villagers around, and we're a little bit further away than I am proud to admit from being able to pay off our loan now. I have no money. I have spent it all on our villagers and plants, to be honest. on our villagers and plants. This situation should surprise no one. Yes, second bite. Custom designed furniture does look different. And you cannot give custom designed furniture as gifts to the villagers, which I think is a little bit of a tragedy, but I could understand why. And we're actually going to redesign. Let's do some custom designs. We're going to redesign a couple of the cushions into the grass pattern. So let's come over here. There's the grass pattern. Only needs one. And let me see. Okay, I don't have it saved in my favorites folder, so I will try to retweet. I don't want to. I'll try to share the grass pattern somehow. You can find it probably by like Googling Animal Crossing grass pattern custom design, but I will try to find a way to share it with you guys, at least on the Discord. I don't want to retweet it because I don't know where like it originally. Oh, I need a new customization. I don't know where it originally came from, so I don't want to like steal somebody's design and then post it on my Twitter. But I highly recommend finding one because they're really cool. Also, we haven't seen what the Able sisters have today, so I kind of want to check that out. Oh, girl with the game, you're broke until turnips tomorrow. Good luck. Oh, Paige, you just learned the Lily record player? Congratulations. I just realized this is a tiny train. I want to give it to Cranston. I want to give it to Cranston so that he can have his little ants. He can have his bugs play in the tiny train. Or I want to set up a tiny little train area. That would be so cute. I know, right, Lewis? Like immediately I see it and I'm like, it's Cranston's. I gotta give it to Cranston. Oh my gosh, I gotta give this to Cranston. Normally I would give him that delightful like trash bin because Cranston loves being able to feed his bugs the trash, and I think that's good to reduce, reuse, and recycle. But that has to go to Cranston. Also, this is actually a perfect lamp for going over in Sky's area. So we're gonna put this over by her library. I know, we'll give it to Cranston. Hype train. Next time we have hype trains, all I can think is it's gonna be a tiny little train made out of that container with a whole bunch of Cranston's little bug friends being like, woo! Waving their little bug like antennas around. The hype train is now our adorable little bug train. Oh, bye Lurie, have fun. I hope your dog is doing better too, by the way. Also, Wessie! Did you find your snake? Oh, Wessie! Hey, Wessie! The hype train of our tiny little bugs. I love it. Did you ever find your snake? Was it your snake who was missing? I'm pretty sure it was your snake. I try to keep it all straight, but I do have the brain of, you know, a block of Swiss cheese. Lots of holes. Lots of holes. Oh, not yet. Oh, I hope you find your snake soon, Wessie. And the good thing about it is they don't eat very often. And I mean, I've known people to find snakes they lost like 3 months ago. They just open up a cabinet one day and like, oh, there you are. That's happened to my family a few times. We've never owned snakes, but my parents used to run a scrapbook store that was right next to a pet store. And that was really fun when I wasn't having to help them in the shop. I got to go play with all of the animals next door. And one day, we were in the back office where we keep all of the extra gel pens, where like when they ran the store, they kept all the extra gel pens and all the paper and stickers. And my mom lets out a blood-curdling scream. She's terrified of snakes. And she had just opened up one of the cabinets, and there, for some reason, was the missing corn snake that had disappeared from the pet store like almost 3 months ago. So that was an exciting day. I was really excited. I wanted to hold it. And meanwhile, my mom and grandma, who happened to be there at the time and equally afraid of snakes, was aghast. I think that like the next door owner of the pet store had to like get my grandma some sort of like drink or something, like a tonic to help her recover. That woman was really afraid of snakes. That would really terrify your second bite, just finding a snake in a cupboard. No warning, just snake. I would love it. You guys would hear all about it. Actually, you guys, Chips put on his coat the other day. And like yesterday, actually, he was putting on his coat to go on our walk. And all of a sudden he yelled and threw his coat on the ground. And I thought he said snake. He actually said spider. There was a spider inside his coat and it startled him. And so he threw his coat down and, you know, we caught it and put it out because it was just a tiny little wolf spider. Cute thing. But when he yelled snake and I started like staring at him and then laughing afterward, I explained I thought that he said that he had a snake in his jacket. And my first thought was how cool it would be to tell you guys that I had a snake in the house. So I immediately thought about all of you. Exactly, Animal Fan. I was actually really low-key very excited. I was like, cool, as long as it's not venomous, I'm holding it. And Crystal, it was the way that Chips yelled. Like when one yells in somewhat of a distressed fashion, then sometimes the words aren't always clear. And so that's why I thought he said snake instead of spider. I got the S part right at least. Snow. Thanks. Yeah, I thought about you guys. I knew it would be an exciting experience to share with everyone. Siri, that's so kind of you. Thank you, Acroboy. I love snakes. I think that they're really quite delightful. I love ring-neck snakes are my favorite because they're teensy tiny little guys. What's up, Ursula? I need to catch my breath and kind of flopped here. You know, watching the sky is really common. Yay, Ursula! Oh, hey, Puddles! How you doing? Good to see you again, Splash. Have you heard about the new visitor at the campsite? It seems that's all I'm hearing lately. Oh, there we go. I'm glad that Puddles is enjoying Molly visiting. Chips is really, he likes snakes too, as long as they're not in his jacket. And I will admit that there is a certain appeal to not having snakes just pop up in your coat. That's true. All right. Oh, hey, Pierce. What's doing? And I already gave you a gift today, Pierce. When the weather is nice like this, it really makes me want to do some roller skating, Splash. Well, I guess as long as I get some exercise, any sport's fine, really. We'll have to set him up a volleyball court in the sand next to his house soon. Oh, and Sushi, if I could have a pet snake, which would I have? A rainbow boa. Or a hognose. I mean, how can you resist a hognose? I would want a hognose. Actually, more than a rainbow boa. Oh, thank you! Oh, yeah. Okay, Toast, please. Let me see if I can... Okay, yeah, we'll have to do that, Toast, please. I need to set it up so that I can message you somehow, friend. There we go. Okay, and I think... Yeah, Toast, please. We'll make that happen somehow. Thank you very much. I would love to see it. Also, if you have a Twitter... Oops, sorry, boys. No. Take my fruit. Take my fruit. If you have a Twitter account, it's getting easier and easier to be able to reach me on Twitter. It seems. Because that's just set up really well for being able to get messages. Not DM messages. I have to keep that closed or else that gets really weird fast. But it is getting easier and easier to reach me there, like in my notifications for @seriously. Machu, I do not think armadillo tails fall off. I have never thought about that in my whole life. This is the first time in my life I've thought about armadillo tails falling off. Armadillos are adorable, but I do not believe their tails fall off. And not all lizard tails actually fall off either. That's pretty exclusive to a few specific species of lizard. Yeah, Wessie, I agree. That's a great question. Oh my. Oh my. Mabel, what's this? Mabel? What do you call this piece? I'm curious. Just a pleather mask. I think maybe they heard that Puddles was practicing her heavy metal the other day, and they're like, oh, I'm sure we can go ahead and like start selling pleather masks. Why not? Have you met our other sister Label yet? She comes to the island from time to time. She's got big dreams, sometimes too big, if you know what I mean, but I think you'll like her. She can be a little shy around strangers, but I know that's not a problem for you. Oh, I love you too, Sable. Yeah, we go from pacifiers to pleather masks. The Able sisters really share everything. Oh, these are cute little cardigans. We have heart aprons. I just got the perfect heart apron, so I'm good. Old school jackets, seller style shirts. Then we've got patched, oh, the patched knee pants are really cute. I might get a like green pair of those tonight. I do like the patchwork skirt actually. That's kind of adorable. And it kind of reminds me of my mom's beautiful crocheting that she does. That's true. Actually, that does kind of make me feel like I could have a cute little like Mom's Day outfit to remember my mom. Oh, and Dolebe! When your father and you saw a cat playing with something a week ago, when you looked, it was a lizard. And the poor thing had actually dropped its tail. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you were able to help him. Let's see, cycling caps. That's really wonderful of you. And I've already had that really beautiful kimono. All right. I don't know what I would use this for. I usually buy everything the Able sisters sell with the idea that I don't know what I'd use it for, but I'm sure there's something. This one really stumps me though. I think I'm good. Am I good? I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I mean, the privacy mask is kind of cool because that's definitely like a ninja outfit thing, but I think I'm good on the other mask. And then I actually need more of these crocheted socks because they're ridiculously cute and I only have them for a couple outfits. All right, we'll go ahead and buy these. Here we go. A biker gang. Being part of a biker gang. Like if we were posing and doing like an old school photo shoot with Meringue, who used to be a member of a gang, that would be kind of fun. Meringue turned her life around when she met that wonderful baker. There we go. Mortal Kombat. Oh, Quinn Lively, you lived where there were horned lizards? That is so cool. I love how horned lizards are able to shoot blood out of their eyes. It's pretty awesome. But all right, guys, so let's see. There's a biker gnome? That's amazing. Okay, we only have a few more minutes. Yeah, we only have 8 more minutes, and I want to make sure before the KK concert can begin. I think I'm out of fruit and things to sell. All right, we're gonna have to dip into the goods. I'm using up so much of my savings to move our villagers around. Oh. All right, let's come over here. And we're gonna withdraw from the ABD. I was hoping we could gather some things, but I got distracted by cute clothes. Do you guys ever have that happen to you with the Able Sisters shop? Oh, we used to have almost 1 million bells in here. Oh. But do you guys ever like think, oh, I'm gonna save some of my money, and then you walk out of the Able Sisters shop and you're like, oh, I lied. I'm a liar. That's how I feel. Yes, Toast plays all the time, Lewis. You too, Lavissa, you too. Right? Okay, so let's see. We're gonna talk about town infrastructure. Oh, and Crisis Wolf, let's talk to Isabelle and see if she thinks that the trees are better now. That would be good. All right, guys, we're doing it. We're gonna talk to Meringue about moving her home. Not Midge, Meringue. All right, yep, got the 50,000 bells. I'm going broke, Tom. I'm going broke. All right, here we go. That's literally you, Simply Lexi. Oh, girl with a game. Oh my gosh, that's same half my Soroja's clothing, right? I love it. Oh, and Paige. My gate is now closed actually, but I'm gonna see if Chips wants to join because he usually joins us for just a moment, but we'll do some future concert things for sure. It was so fun having you on as a gardener too. All right, and I totally wasn't paying attention to what Meringue said, but clearly Tom took my money, so she must have approved. All right, you guys look at Isabelle. I love it when she waters the flowers. Have you ever noticed she does this? Whoops. Have you ever noticed when she does this, she has her little water spritzer? It's so cute. Oh, Lewis, we're totally making a summer camp on Wildberry. Our artist Ilari is actually working on like stickers that will look kind of like a camp setup for Wildberry. I'm really excited about this. Oh, Animal Fan, the villagers can't refuse. I like to pretend that they have an option about where their house is going to move. That's an illusion. There is no option about where their houses move. There's just my will, what I want done. All right, I think this is the spot. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna need to do a little redecorating, but what would it look like if we put her there? Let's see, let me rethink that. Should we actually put her house to the side like this, you guys? Or should we put it in the middle? Because we're gonna build the whole cafe area. The whole special event island is going to be transformed into a cafe. So should we put it a little to the side, like asymmetrical? Or should we try to line it up right in the center? Let's go ahead and check this. So this is what it would look like if we moved her here. I actually really like that. I actually really like that. Here, now we saw both of them. We're gonna do a short poll. Where should the cafe be? To the side, side, in the middle. And that'll let me rest my voice for just a second whilst we vote. I did forget about Isabelle Crisis Wolf. I'm sorry. That's why we have a pixel points from board called pause, clean up this mess, which is when I forget to do things. You guys can remind me. To the side, side. We could make either look good, but I think that it's fun to see what you guys have to say. And then we'll have to start setting up the cooking. Oh dear, Toast Blaze. If you get annoyed when things aren't like lined up, you don't want to look at my Stardew Valley farm. Chips won't look at my Stardew Valley farm. There's not a single weed on his farm. There's not a single bit of grass outside of where the animals are allowed to eat. And then there's my Stardew Valley farm, which will be coming back pretty soon, by the way. I just loaded it on New Leaf, my new computer, today. And there's like nothing but weeds. In the middle, everyone votes. All right, 96% of the vote like it right here. Okay, this is a good spot. But it's really funny because his island is always picked totally clean and ready to go. And my islands are always covered in plants. Yeah, everybody wanted it here, so we did it, you guys. Look at this. That's a ton of work. That is a ton of work, and we have transformed it. I am so proud of us. This definitely needs a bit of a dance. All right, there we go. Happy Sari. And now we can get ready to start buying a ton of chef hats. We will start setting up kitchens. We might have to visit some of your guys' islands when there are kitchen things like kitchen islands and whatnot being sold at the Nookery. I'm gonna need to make more money before I do that because I have nothing to give the Nooklings at the moment. And we'll slowly but surely transform this into the special Wildberry meringue pie baking area, which I'm very excited with. There we go. Cafe Meringue. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. She moved here to be able to find the freshest of the wild ingredients, the best fruit, that organic, free-range fruit. I love throwing in the free range there, just cause. But the organic free-range fruit that she will be able to put into her masterpiece of the Wildberry pie. All right. And then, yeah, let's go check Isabelle really quickly before the KK concert. And then I'm going to glance at the mail. There may be a ton of it. And if there's too much, we'll save some for mail day. There was a manageable amount earlier, but that may have changed. All right. Why did I come? I just automatically came over here to shop. I wonder if I've been conditioned to do that by Tom Nook. There we go. All right, and then let's go ahead and let's see what Isabelle says. We cut down a whole bunch of trees today. Was it enough? Right now, Wildberry has a 4-star rating. This is big. We're a regular on many folks' list of top 10 places they'd like to visit. Allow me to read an excerpt from the feedback I gathered. Back in my day, the key to a good life was a low reset rate. You feel what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is, this here Wildberry you got going on, this is one sharp locale. Got that? Well, there you have it. Compared with the last report, more folks responded positively to our island scenery. We have better scenery somehow. Of course, there's always room for improvement, isn't there? Okay, so we're putting down enough furniture on the island. That's a good thing. So keep contributing however you can, and soon this island will be decorated to perfection. I know there are recipes and items at the Nook stop that would make the biggest impact. Save up, and redeeming your miles is the perfect way to add some decorative flair to this place. Is she gonna say we don't have to cut down any more trees? All right, Isabelle. This again, huh? We return to this. There's just one more thing I'd like to mention. I came across a number of reports that mention an overabundance of trees on our island. The words of war! Apparently there have been a few incidents of folk getting lost in the woods. How do they even have TV here, Isabelle? Oh, fine. All right, I'll work on it. We're okay. We'll have to have the forest fire idea happen after all. It's a little extreme, but I promise it'll make sense why I hired a firefighter, you guys. Isabelle, no! We'll worry about that later. For now, we had the goal of the day, which was to get meringue in place. Oh, and it's 6:01. All right. And let me actually show you guys. I'm gonna need some good suggestions for KK songs to pick tonight. Let me show you guys what I have really quickly. We have got Agent KK, Aloha KK, Bubblegum KK, I Love You, Hypno KK, Forest Life, Cafe KK, KK Aria, KK Bazaar, KK Blues, KK Chorale, KK Gumbo, KK Fair, KK D&B, KK Country, KK House, KK Lament, KK March, KK Metal, KK Waltz, KK Sonata, KK Salsa, Safari, Pondering, Spring Blossom, Surfing KK 2 days ago, and Welcome Horizons. Yeah, which you think would be enough, but there's actually a ton more KK songs. So what are some of your guys' favorite KKs? We're not gonna go ahead and do the concert right now. I just want to start gathering some of the song names so that I can go ahead and try out a new song with him tonight. I'm gonna ping Animal City. Animal City has actually been on my list, or a secret one. Oh, Lavissa, that's a good idea. Secret KK songs, New Horizons. Let's check. We have Forest Life. We have Bubblegum, so we don't need to worry about those guys. KK Steppe.
The internet is...
Oof, quiet. Automatically playing thing. How dare you? Animal City, I think would be fun. There's a whole bunch here. And also KK Steppe, I think is a good one. Cupcakes. Do I have cupcakes? I could have like still cupcakes. I don't have still cupcakes yet. Okay, I'm gonna make a big poll of a few of the ones that you guys are mentioning for tonight's concert. All right, so we have, let's see, Animal City, which is one of the, I think, hidden songs. And then we've got Still Cupcakes, which might be appropriate because we were working with meringue. You love Still Cupcakes, and then Steep Hill. I haven't heard of that one either. All right, so those are just a few of the songs that I saw. I'm gonna set the voting to a few minutes. There we go. And then I'm going to ping my beloved, who I think I hear him in the kitchen eating. gosh, he translated that chapter for me. Guys, Chips just spent like 3 hours translating a chapter of my favorite manhwa that is only in Chinese right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's really hard to translate that too. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to make him cookies tonight. There we go. All right. That's so exciting. And while I wait to hear back from him and while you guys vote on the KK song, let me peek at the mail. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, you guys. I have hope. All right, I think we can go ahead and do it. That is so nice. Okay, and then let's go ahead. Oh, I already have Forest Life, thankfully, Girl with the Game. It is literally one of my favorites. It's playing like all the time on my islands. But all right, so while you guys vote on the KK songs, let's look over the mail. This one, oh, Second Bite. Hey, I'm so happy that we can send each other mail like this because you have been such a big supporter of our streams for so long now. So it's just, and having that gardening party was delightful. I love this, you guys. Siri, I had this lying around for too long trying to think of something witty for my letter, but it seems like a travesty to delay any further. Happy DIYing. All the love, Second Bite. Thank you, Second Bite. Let's go ahead and I'm going to check on what this is real quick. We're going to run out of room. That's fine. The leaf mask! Thank you! We're going to have a leaf day coming up after we finish up with some of our other projects. And I'm going to give all of the villagers this mask. It's going to be fantastic. I am so tickled. Where is it? Come here. Come here. Leaf mask. It's hiding up here and it only needs 10 weeds. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, Second Bite. All right, and then let's see what we have down here. This is actually from CJ. So after we ended our stream last night, I stayed up pretty late, going ahead and doing my best with CJ. The only thing I ended up being able to get, because I was trying really hard to catch that super rare fish I haven't seen before, the one with the googly, like, brain eyes, that I can't even remember the name of right now because I'm so tired and I want to eat my naan. But I wasn't able to get that one from the ocean. We'll have to do a special, like, night fishing stream to catch it. I was, however, able to get the zebra turkey fish. Behold. I love him. We will create a special area to display him at some point in the future. Barrel Eye! Thank you, Mel. The Barrel Eye. And you guys have voted on Stell Cupcakes with over 80% of the vote. Lindsay Ghost, thank you very much for contributing the most to that voting. Oh, and hey, Mochums, welcome! Welcome to the adventures! I am really excited that it's Stell Cupcakes because that will be perfect to go ahead and play around Meringue's Cafe. Good thinking, guys. And then I also got a baby bear to go with the bear family that we are beginning to build in the forest, which I love. We have a lot of stuff to do. If I'm able to, we'll have a Mum's Day stream where we'll probably make a mum crown and then tend to a few things. But a lot of us might be busy on Mum's Day, so we'll have to see. All right, now that we have a little room, let's see what we've got. Oh, Girl with the Game, thank you so much. Thank you. Taking care of putting some food in our nest. We have something from Sheldon. Hey, Rutabaga, ever think about history? I spent a while in the wilderness doing the workouts my ancestors did, like lifting trees and swimming upriver and crushing rocks and stuff. This came in handy. You want it? Stone Muscle Sheldon. Wow. Anytime I think I can't fall more in love with our villagers, we can. We do. We find something. This is perfect. I love it. Let's see what Stone Muscle Sheldon has sent us. Anything else from the other villagers? No. Okay. And then we're going to have a mess as I throw things on the ground to make room. A hammock! We can go ahead and add the hammock to the forest because he is our junior park ranger, so I could totally see him putting a hammock up in the forest. That's really cool. That's really cool. All right, let's go through. And Hillary from Herbalic. Once upon a childhood, I played a fun game with a rather world-ending name. In the far less distant past, I learned that you played it too. So, from a former novice, this is for you. Pecky Peck Lavissa. Wait, what? A world-ending game? Okay. Oh my gosh, Lavissa, you have me so curious. Let me check if there's anything else from you real quickly. All right, anything from Hillary? Okay, we're good. All right, a world-ending game, Pecky Peck. I love the plain eggshell. Okay, I need to know what game I played. What game has an eggshell and is world-ending? Oh, I gotta think about this. Oh, and I love how you guys are thinking about what to do for Mother's Day. Because Mother's Day in the US is tomorrow. And then Kyle, we've got some mail from you. Final Fantasy. I played a lot of Final Fantasy, if that's what it is. Like, I've played a lot of Final Fantasy 14 in particular, because Chips is really good at that. And then Kyle, what to write? Yeah, it's 2 a.m. and I have no clue what to write, but I hope you enjoy it. I'll try to send you more golden nuggets. Oh, thank you. So Chips can be the golden king. Your dog just barfed Fluffy. Fluffy. That is totally something like an Animal Crossing villager would write. Oh my goodness. Tamagotchi. I love that hat as a Tamagotchi hat. Thought Meringue would love this. May your dreams of vegan chocolate pie come true. Fun fact, we just made graham crackers yesterday that we could turn into a chocolate pie tonight. I'm gonna have to think about that. Thank you, Fluffy. Probably Final Fantasy. I did play Final Fantasy. Do bees like cheese? Save the cheese. No, wait, save the bees. Unless it's some vegan cheese. I'm still tired, Fluffy. Fluffy, I hope you can get a nap. Oh my gosh. That's adorable. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right, I love what you guys write in your letters. It always just tickles me. The gold armor shoes. I am so burying that into the sand so that Chips can dig it up. Oh, and the chef's outfit. Thank you. We can start giving these out. We can put them around Meringue's place and then we can give them out to the villagers. What I want to start doing with our special event areas is that we'll leave items kind of set out. And then if we see the villagers walking around that area, we'll give them that item. So if we see a villager walking around Meringue's cafe and we have a chef outfit put out, we'll grab it and give it to them so that we can say that they're participating in that area. So that's kind of my plan for how to give them gifts in the future. Bye, Abigail. Have a great night. Oh, you're going to make your mother-in-law cheesecake snip? That's wonderful. 10 wasp nest! Thank you! Do bees like cheese? I get it. Oh my gosh. And then from Sophia of Ooh, you were talking about making leaf masks the other night and I happened to find an extra DIY from Golden Rose Gardener Sophia. Thank you, Sophia! I'm gonna go ahead and send that to Chips and then he and I can be little Karoks together. Yahaha! Annie, we have got from Wazowski. A paleontologist needs the proper gear. For an excavation the scale of Fossil Friday, you'll have to look the part. Welcome to Wildberry Park. I am totally saying that when we have our Fossil Friday. Annie, that's amazing. I love that. Welcome to Wildberry Park. That goes into the Joy Journal with many other things tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, there was another present from Annie. Uh-oh. Sophia of Ooh. Thank you, Sophia. Oh, bother, these aren't beehives. Maybe you could use these since I can't. Now, where can this old bear find some fresh sweet honey? From Pooh Bear? Oh gosh. Okay, let me go ahead and check out what we've got from this round. The DIY leaf mask that I'm going to give to Chips. Or we can give to somebody who is actually... Oh my gosh, I love these. The Outback hat and the eggshell both feel really appropriate for our Fossil Friday. Just saying. I love this. Oops, no, I want to open that. And then also from Annie of Wazowski. Okay, you guys, thank you. I mentioned I want the wasp nest so that I can make more of the beehive walls. And you guys, lo and behold, send me tons of wasp nest. Thank you guys. Then from Leah, thanks for having me over. Hope you like this dress. Thank you, Leah. And we'll talk more about Flora. And then from Laura, thanks for having me. Here's something you might be able to give to Meringue. Thank you, Laura. It was so fun to have you as our gardeners. And Sophia, I may or may not be working with Kitty to get my rare items. Sophia! Do I need to show that to Pierce? Is that an admission of guilt? Is that something I need to give to him? Oh my gosh, this is cute. This is really cute. Oh, goodness gracious. I want to put it on Julian or Puddles. Probably Puddles first, but then Julian. Thank you very much. And a serving card. Yes. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for Meringue's area. I love it. I know, Puddles. I think this would be so cute on Puddles. If we see her, and now that I've held it, I can buy it again. So it's okay to like give the items away to the villagers. And then finally from Sophia. What? Sophia, what? I know Sophia's hobby is to collect like the rarest items in the game. Like that's what she seems to really be on top of, in my humble opinion. Pierce, that's up. And I'm pretty sure that we just found a new decorative item for our boy Julian. Oh my word. The harp needs to scoot over for just a second so you guys can see this. Sophia, thank you. Thank you very much. You don't just come across the crescent moon chair every day. Just saying. Okay, how are we gonna do this just right? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna push this maybe over here. How do I wanna set this up next to Pierce's house? Just so. I think I want to be able to flip it. This is gonna be very tricky. Isn't it so cool? Thank you, Sophia. I'm trying to figure out how to set it up just right so that I can show it off at Pierce's place. Okay, come on. And flip. Okay, I think I won't be able to rotate it. But I'm going to put it in front of Pierce's, or not Pierce, sorry, I meant Julian. I'm going to put it in front of Julian's shell fountain, his really fancy shell fountain. And now people can come over. Let's see. Can I get to the other side? No, you can't get to the other side of the bed anyway. So I'm going to put this in front of his shell fountain. And then I'm going to put his harp out. And I will find an even better place to put this in the future because this is amazing. But thank you very much. Let's put down the harp again. Did you guys know you can play the harp? That's so fun. Oh, hey, Chips! Yay, yeah! Darling! Alright. Hey, Pierce. Just keep an eye on us. Yeah, we probably won't keep it like right here. I probably will move it over here, but we'll take care of that later. Alright, Chips. Oh, there's a gift from the Winds of Wildberry. Just FYI. No, come back here. Get down from there. Alright, what do we get? My slingshot. That always makes me panic, because then I think that, of course, the rarest of the rare DIY is going to fly over my head and I won't be able to do anything about it. Iron nuggets, thank you. Now let's check on Midge real quick just to see if she happens to have, a DIY she's doing. And then I'm gonna open up the gate to best friends. So if our mods who happen to be here would like to come over for the concert, that's kind of a way to say thank you to the mods for all of the hard work that they've done. And if my beloved Chips would like to come over, and we'll listen to stale cupcakes and wrap up our wonderful evening together, my friends. We have done so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, he's a sleepy boy again. Should we wake him to give him his special container though? Or should we let him sleep? Oh, Cranston. Look, with his little toys all around him. Should we let him sleep? Okay. Hey, Ren, welcome! Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna let him sleep. Shh, don't wake him. Don't wake Cranston. We'll give him his cute little train that he can have his bug friends actually be in soon. Also, fun fact, we're gonna take down this gardening area now that Earthmas is over. But I was thinking, what do you guys say we actually turn this into Cranston's bug friend area, his actual ant farm? I was thinking what we can do is we can set it up so we'll put down maybe a few like rare flowers that peacock butterflies and other things can spawn on. We'll display a few bugs on this stand here. We'll put up a bunch of bug nets and then we'll actually make it look like a little farm. And we'll put some spoiled turnips out to make it an actual ant farm. so that ants will actually show up here all the time. Yeah, you guys like that idea? So we'll turn this into Cranston's ant farm, where literally you could farm ants. I'm coming, KK. Because we'll leave out the turnips the way that we leave the spoiled turnip here so that I have decorative ants going by. I think that would be so fun. Well, let me check the mail one last time before I open the gates. Lewis, thank you. Please use this somehow in the cafe. I love meringue, by the way. Say hi to her. My luck is so bad. I spent 100 tickets and didn't find her. Lewis! Oh, when she's ready to move out of her Airbnb in Wildberry, I will try to make her available for adoption to you guys. Oh, perfect. Thank you. That is excellent. A nice gas range. Oh, I love it, you guys. Right, Matt? I think it'd be great to be able to make a painting area for Sky as well. But, I mean, it took so much work just to get this much done. I love being able to stream with you guys, though. All right. All right, and I'm gonna open it to the best friends, but this is specifically meant for mods and Chips to come over. Just so you guys know. There we go. All right, and I just trust you guys to honor that. All right, there we go. There we are. And then Planet Seth, how many spots does a giraffe have? You know, you guys have asked some really good questions tonight. There we go. Oh, hey, Chip of Mint! It has at least one. That's a good point. Sedusk! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Alright, let me find... Send message. I'm... streaming, yo! Whoops. That's my brother-in-law or my sister playing as him. Whoops. Okay. Say hi. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it does have at least one spot. Also, I may have accidentally bounced somebody who was trying to come to the island off. Apologies, apologies. Hopefully that'll work. And we, oh, there we go. And we can invite, there we go. We can listen to Still Cupcakes. You guys, we have so much to do on Wildberry. Every day I'm like, oh, streaming for almost 3 hours. Pah. We'll be able to get tons of stuff done. I'll be desperate to be able to find more to do. And instead, every time I am like, oh my gosh, did I even put down the baby bear in the forest? I didn't. Like, did I fish? No. I love it. Wildberry is just like a whole nother life. Yeah, Smaggle Daggle! Smaggle Daggle, of course. Hang on one second. Smaggle, where are you? Because you should be, Ryan, you should be, or Smaggle Daggle, you should be on my list. And yes, Annie! So Air Traffic Controller Annie is landing after doing a great job hosting one of our first special events. Yay! Claps for Annie, yay! Annie from Wazowski is over. They're here! Welcome, welcome! Snips, to be fair, we didn't burn the to-do list again. I think I make my to-do list too big. This is something Chips agrees about a lot. I make my to-do list bigger than they should be. And if I didn't make them so big, we wouldn't have to burn them so often. Chips, I agree! Okay, maybe my to-do lists are abundantly sized. And if you make a big to-do list, then of course it's gonna be hard to actually do something. Hey, it's history-loving person Big Chips! He's on his way! Hey, Awkwarding Turtle, welcome, welcome! Oh gosh. Oh, Seth, I didn't see your question. The best way is to save up the pixel points and then it highlights it, because otherwise it can be a little tricky for me to catch up. There we go. Oh, thank you, Jolene. Darling, should we make chocolate pie or should we make magic bars out of those graham crackers? What do you think? That's the, here, I'm actually kind of curious. Do you guys know what magic bars are? They're delicious. Did you get that from Gulliver recently? I'm so jealous. That hat looks awesome. Oh my goodness. Brilliant outfit, right, Mel? The milkmaid hat. Oh, darling. Here, we have a couple presents for you, my love. We've got the leaf mask. And let's see. Did I have something else to give you? Yay! Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Yay! There we go. There we go. All right, some good memories. Hey, Annie! Okay, that's really cute, actually. All right, and then 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna see if I can actually put Ryan back on my list. He shouldn't be off my list. Because Ryan is actually our other stealth mod who has been doing a lot of work. Not stealth, but he's been doing a lot of work to be able to... There you go. Oh, you're not online, Smaggle. Okay. Okay, so Smaggle's actually not on right now. It's okay. Oh, hey! Thank you, Crystal Alpaca. Crystal Alpaca, good night. Good night. Hang on 1 second. All right. And yeah. Yay, and Annie, oh, you have your little special crown. 1 second, friends. Quinn Lively, one of the other YouTubers I used to watch, used to say, under promise and over deliver. And you reminded me that's what you do with the to-do list. I think I over promise my to-do list. And that's why we end up in so much trouble. But I'm going to work on that. I think just picking one thing and being like, yes, and we did so much other stuff is the way to go. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, Ryan, it's interesting because it says that you're offline at the moment. Because otherwise it should be open to you. Okay. Yeah, we'll fix it next time. There we go. There, all right. So unfortunately that's not working, but Smaggle Daggle does indeed. He is our mod and he does indeed take care of a lot of things. But all right, you guys, let's come on over and we will set up for stale cupcakes tonight, which sounds fantastic. All right. And then, oh, Crystal Alpaca, it was really good to see you too. Yes, #1 fan. Let's hear it. Wait, another song? KK, I didn't even ask for one song yet. Okay, oh wait, no, another song. Give me that one song. Hit me with that deep cut. All right, 1 second, guys. We want... I'm hungry, so I'm clearly like, KK's not making sense. He's just speaking gibberish to me. Is it my non, KK? If you're not talking about my non, I might be a little hungry. Stale cupcakes. There we go. All right, is that spelled correctly? I want to make sure that's spelled correctly before we do it. We're good? We're good. All right, sweet. All right, let's do this. All right, here we go, guys. What is this? Our 3rd or 4th week of being able to go down and have a KK concert to wind down the day. Oh, Sushi! I'm so glad you had so much fun. Yes, we're going to have so much fun setting up the bakery. And on Turtle Day, we're going to do our best to look for snapping turtles. It's going to be awesome. But all right, here we go. Oh, this is nice. There, turned it up a little. Cappers, hey! Is this still cupcakes? This one slaps. It's your jam, darling. But alright guys, thank you so much. We have really grown our community in ways I never dreamed about doing these streams and making Wildberry come to life together. And having you guys run around as a gardening crew and help me transform the island like that was delightful. We're definitely going to be doing more special events like that. Big hands off to Smaggledaggle, our mod, and claps for Annie. Because without you two, that would have been so hard to pull off. And because it went so well, hopefully we'll be able to do lots more opportunities for people to come and join in on some Wildberry events. Oh, I love the giraffes. Pandalee, welcome! Welcome to the adventures! Oh, Dolly, thank you! I'm gonna put that in my joy journal, Dolly. Oh, Seth, unfortunately, I don't know how many spots a giraffe has. That's a question I'm happy to ponder the rest of my week on, though. I hope you guys have all had a wonderful week in some way, and even for all of its ups and downs, found some great joy moments. I really am looking forward, for all of its ups and downs, to sharing next week with you guys too. I think it's going to be fantastic. We'll have more adventures here, we'll have more adventures on our YouTube channel, and to my surprise, even in this difficult time, we are able to rely on our community to help us keep growing. So thank you. I wish you all many, many joy moments. Oh. And if you are participating, a good Mom's Day. Oh, that was a really nice one, you guys. Thank you. I'm really quite happy that we had such a fun time. There we go. Thanks for making the scene, cats and kittens. My music is meant to be free, so check your mail for a fresh boot of the show, you dig? That was like unreal. Thanks for tuning in your dial to my direction. Oh, nice guys. Oh, girl with the game, thank you. I'm so glad you were able to join in on your first stream. All right, let's actually see, because I'm curious. If we've got... Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to find somebody that we could send the giraffes off to. Let me check if my mods have any suggestions real quick. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I love how he's playing. And you guys are gonna have to help me out with picking a fun, gosh, let's see. Oh, what is he singing? What is KK singing right now? Because whatever it is, it's amazing. We're gonna have to save that one for later, because as my beloved Chip says, that song slaps. That song absolutely slaps. Alright, and maybe you guys will be able to catch some more KK concerts. Let me check really quickly. Who do we have? Let me double check. Aww. Okay. Alright, you guys, I don't know much about this streamer, but she has a ton of beautiful flowers, and I really like that. So if you guys could, let's go ahead and send our giraffes onwards on a raid to a forest life, who I have to say, I don't know anything about her, just as a disclaimer, but we're gonna take a chance, and if you guys would like to go ahead and send some giraffes out as a wonderful little stampede, that would mean a lot. She has a ton of plants. I think we're in good company. Good night, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful end of your week. You had some joy moments to put in, and we'll share next week and create even more joy moments together next time. Good night, guys. Bye. I gotta go give my beloved Chips a kiss.